Chapter 1780. Everyone was abnormally excited. Holy shit. Thankfully, there was such a punk. If not, there would be King trouble. Although the remaining Titan Ape and Nine-Tailed Magic Fox were powerful, with one less Heavenly Tao Realm 8-star, the pressure on them was greatly reduced. Most importantly, they were short of a Speed-type Heavenly Tao Realm 8-star Fey Beast. This Speed-type Fey Beast was the most troublesome attribute for them. Even if it was not as easy to deal greater damage to them as the other two, its speed would harass them, making them feel extremely uncomfortable. Men, continue protecting that lad. Let him recover his spiritual energy and stamina. Then, continue lowering the realms of the other Fey Beasts. An expert bellowed. Clearly, Lin Xian had become the father in their hearts. They knew that a Heavenly Tao Realm 8-star Fey Beast was extremely difficult to deal with, but they also knew that Lin Xian had the ability to do so. The simplest method was for them to delay and wait for Lin Xian's stamina and spiritual energy to recover. Then, he would lower the realms of the other Fey Beasts before they killed him. This way, their losses would be greatly reduced. Furthermore, it was the simplest method. Lin Xian expressed F***ku. However, he did not seem to have a solution. This was because Lin Xian indeed needed to rely on these people's combat strength to clear the level. Then, Lin Xian rapidly recovered his spiritual energy. The most ridiculous thing was that there were constantly experts coming over to give Lin Xian all sorts of pills and spiritual items to recover his stamina and spiritual energy. There were even experts who directly instilled spiritual energy into Lin Xian, allowing Lin Xian to recover his spiritual energy faster. Lin Xian felt rather comfortable. However, these people had their own goals. Lin Xian knew that, but their goals were the same as Lin Xian's. There was no conflict. Screams of agony rang out one after another. Too strong. Is it not done yet? An expert had his body pierced by the Nine-Tailed Magic Fox's 9 tails, instantly killing him. How can it be that easy? Hold it out a little longer. Don't engage in a head-on battle with the Nine-Tailed Magic Fox. Trap it and try your best to hold it back. I can't hold on, another cultivator screamed as he released a powerful defensive spirit power. However, the Nine-Tailed Magic Fox was also very fast. Its 9 tails instantly shattered his defensive spirit power and stabbed him to death. The Nine-Tailed Magic Fox is erupting with a powerful force. Everyone, come and block it. The Nine-Tailed Magic Fox howled at the sky. Black lightning poured into her body, and a terrifying power wrapped around her body. Quick! Whoosh! Su Qining and Mu Qian Shuang also rushed forward. Lin Xian opened his eyes. As expected, the strength of these two girls should be ranked first or second among all the people here. Whether it was before or now, they were not using their full strength. Perhaps even without Lin Xian's attribute reduction, they would have had a chance to slay the abyssal disaster. Just like now. Perhaps they did not want to weaken Lin Xian any further, or perhaps they did not want to owe Lin Xian any more favors. Since they had the ability, they thought that it was time for them to lead Lin Xian or return the favor. Therefore, the two charged at the 2 Fey Beasts. Su Qining charged at the Nine-Tailed Magic Fox while Mu Qian Shuang charged at the Titan Ape, which had an extremely powerful defense. Following that, 2 terrifying auras rose into the sky. Holy **T. Lin Xian was secretly astonished. These 2 girls really know how to act. They are so ridiculously strong, but they were still. However, it was true that Mu Qian Shuang was injured previously. She was indeed unable to erupt with such terrifying power. However, it was her fault for not erupting with such power when facing the abyssal disaster. F***K. If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have exhausted myself. Lin Xian shrugged helplessly. What? Who are these 2 people? The strength they erupt with is enough to slay a Heavenly Tao Realm 8-star? Although it's only temporary, there aren't many Heavenly Tao Realm 7 stars in the entire Fey race who can slay a Heavenly Tao Realm 8-star. Furthermore, they are so young. Could it be that they are from those factions? From the strength they erupt with, it doesn't seem like they are dragons or phoenixes. For them to be so strong, could they be those few? Hiss, what are they doing here? If that's the case, who is that heavenly Tao Realm 1-star man? After all, these two women are by his side. Putong, Su Chening's sword slashed off the 9-tailed magic fox's 9 tails one by one. They were very strong, but as mentioned before, the gap between a heavenly Tao Realm 8-star and a heavenly Tao Realm 7-star was huge. They were definitely unable to insta-kill it, but if they could persist, they still had a chance of slaying it. Their combat strength was still extremely terrifying. Lin Xian was comfortably recovering his spiritual energy. Who were these two women? Mu Qianshuang's words had inexplicably saved him. Lin Xian felt that something was amiss. Su Chening's words did not reveal anything special about him. Seriously. Under the lead of these two women, the remaining two powerful existences were slain. Although their losses were also very heavy, the majority of them had survived. Quick! Let's move forward. Time slowly passed and everyone's time was gradually running out. There was not much time left for them to exchange pleasantries. Furthermore, they had passed through here because of someone else, so they did not wish to speak any nonsense and directly charged forward. They believed that in front of them was another auxiliary palace, or that they were not far from the main palace. That should be the case. They had already experienced so many dangers, so it was time for them to encounter something truly good. Therefore, the reason why they rushed over was because they wanted to fight for the treasures. Lin Xian stood up. So you are that powerful. Lin Xian looked at the two women. Let's go. They did not speak further. Hey, wouldn't that make me look stupid when dealing with the Abyss Calamity? Lin Xian rolled his eyes. Not really. The Abyss Calamity has an extremely strong self-healing ability. With our strength, it's basically impossible to kill it when it's at Heavenly Tao 8 stars. Therefore, we still need your realm to be lowered. Upon hearing Mu Qianshuang's words, Lin Xian felt a little better. Alright, let's go. I believe we will encounter something truly good in front. Then, Lin Xian and company walked forward together. In front of them, as expected, there was a huge palace. This palace was twice as big as the one they had encountered before. No, there was more than one. 2 auxiliary palaces? Upon seeing this scene, everyone became even more vigilant. Just the appearance of 2 here was enough to make them feel apprehensive. Did it mean that one of them was very dangerous? Chapter 1781. Lin Xian's Eye of Cave Spirit could not tell anything because the 2 halls were sealed. Lin Xian could only tell that the 2 halls emitted spiritual energy fluctuations. Why don't we enter one in a batch? An expert suggested. My suggestion is for everyone to enter together. From my point of view, one of the 2 halls might be safe while the other might be dangerous. However, there's no way to tell. It's safer if we enter together. Isn't that so? It depends on everyone's choice. If someone wants to go to the one on the left or the one on the right, we can't force them to go together, right? Let's split up. It depends on everyone's wishes. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it that way. Some of them were secretly sizing up Lin Xian and the other 2. This was because along the way, everyone could tell that the 1-star Heavenly Tao Realm Lin Xian was rather powerful. The other 2 women were even stronger. With them around, it was rather safe. If they were to choose which hall to enter, they would be willing to follow the trio. Let's go. Su Chening said lightly before walking towards one of the halls. They opened the door to one of the halls as Lin Xian looked over with his Eye of Cave Spirit. Don't enter. Lin Xian whispered. Oh. We can't enter this one. Let's take a look at the other one. Lin Xian said. They did not know why Lin Xian would say such a thing, but along the way, Lin Xian had indeed shown the ability to convince them. They chose to believe in Lin Xian. Then, they walked to the other hall. The others were puzzled. What was the meaning of this? Was this one dangerous? So they chose the other one? They were not sure. However, They had just pushed open the door and had yet to see anything clearly. Why did they choose the other one? It was truly odd. Then, Lin Xian walked to the other hall and pushed open the door. Odd. It still doesn't work. Lin Xian. The Eye of Cave Spirit did not need to see clearly what was inside. Lin Xian only needed to know that if he looked inside, it would be a dead end. He didn't see any danger. Lin Xian only knew that entering these two halls was a dead end. Then think about it, if it's a dead end, what's the point of walking in? Let's not talk about whether or not there would be danger after walking in. If you entered a dead end, then even if you could walk out, then what? Moreover, from Lin Xian's point of view, this dead end was a dead end. It wasn't as simple as there being no exit. Little brother, what do you mean by this? None of you are going in? Lin Xian's performance surprised them and made them panic for no reason. Lin Xian said, "It's nothing. I'm just not sure which one to enter." They felt that what Lin Xian said made sense. There's no need to hesitate. We can't see anything anyway. Let's just go in. How could they have known that Lin Xian had the ability to see through all this? Then we'll go in first. It's estimated that there will be danger after we go out. When the time comes, I hope that if anyone goes out first, you can wait for us. We can only go further if we work together. Then, they didn't think too much about it. Although following Lin Xian and the other two might be safer, they were all experts. They felt that Lin Xian and the other two would definitely enter one of the two halls. Then, those people didn't follow any rules. They just followed their intuition and entered the two halls. Why? Mu Qian Shuang looked at Lin Xian. If it was anyone else, they would definitely be too lazy to care. But this Lin Xian's words, they still had to respect it. Lin Xian said, "These two halls are dead ends. There are no exits. You think that at this time, we'll enter a place with no exits, right? No exits? Then where else can we go besides these two halls? Don't tell me we're going to go here?" Su Qining pointed to the front. Lin Xian and Mu Qian Shuang looked over. When did this appear? Lin Xian was dumbfounded. What happened? Originally, the path between the two halls had an end. At the end was a mountain. Everyone knew that although it was a mountain and they could fly over, there was obviously a barrier preventing them from flying over. But now, the mountain was gone. The path led to the distance. What was the most exaggerated thing? There was a small sign on the side of the road. There was an arrow on the small sign. The arrow pointed to the front and there were two words written on it. Main Hall. Lin Xian? What the F***CK? What the hell? Could it be like this? Main Hall? Mu Qian Shuang frowned. It wasn't like this just now. After everyone went in and only we were left, this place became like this. Su Qining said. Even Lin Xian and Mu Qian Shuang didn't notice it. It changed silently. Then it might be the real main hall. It seems that there is a force that has been paying attention to us. Maybe this force saw that everyone else went in and then saw us as the fated ones and asked us to go to the main hall? Lin Xian said with uncertainty. No matter what, this was a dead end. Then they must be right to take this path. Be careful. It might be a trap. Mu Qian Shuang reminded. It's okay. I'm watching. Lin Xian opened his Eye of Cave Spirit the entire time. They didn't quite understand Lin Xian's meaning, but they could roughly guess that his eyes should have some special ability. However, would this special ability be useful in such a place? They couldn't be sure. The three of them walked over. Soon they came to a place with a different world. This is the main hall of the God-Beast Forbidden Ground? There shouldn't be many people who came to the main hall. Lin Xian directly pushed open the huge hall. There was no danger. At least Lin Xian didn't see any danger with his Eye of Cave Spirit. There's no danger. Come in. Lin Xian said. At this moment, Lin Xian turned his head. He didn't know when the two women had suddenly disappeared. Lin Xian frowned. Then, he took a deep breath and walked straight in. From Lin Xian's perspective, he came to a very barren place. This was no longer the main hall. Use whatever means you have. If not, then just get straight to the point. Don't waste time. Lin Xian said. Shua. At this moment, a light pillar suddenly lit up on his right. Shua shua shua. At the same time, dozens, hundreds, and thousands of light pillars of different colors rose into the sky. Lin Xian frowned. What the hell is this? Lin Xian then walked toward one of them. Chapter 1782. When Lin Xian walked over, he reached his hand into the light pillar. So that was it. He knew what this was. It should be a legacy. Other than this light pillar, all the other light pillars were legacies. This also proved something. For example, the god-demon Forbidden Ground did contain the will of many powerful experts in the past. And now, with so many light pillars lit up, it was likely that they were all satisfied with Lin Xian. They were willing to give Lin Xian their legacies, even though Lin Xian was a human. But Lin Xian was not willing. It was not that he did not want those powerful legacies, but Lin Xian felt that they were not powerful enough. At the very least, these lights were definitely not the strongest in the Fey God Forbidden Grounds. Since they were not the strongest, Lin Xian was not interested in them. Therefore, Lin Xian continued walking forward. Are there any more powerful legacies? Lin Xian mumbled as he walked forward. It wasn't that they weren't powerful. It was just that when all of them were gathered together, even if they were powerful, in Lin Xian's personal perspective, they were just so. At the very least, they weren't the strongest here. Soon, Lin Xian came to a position. Using his eye of cave spirit, he saw that he was very far away from the light pillar behind him. If there's no more, let me out. Lin Xian said calmly. He knew that he was being watched by some people right now. Was this the main palace? Lin Xian did not think that this was the main palace. No, he did not think that this was the main palace. Perhaps he had not received the recognition of the god-demon Forbidden Ground. In that case, Lin Xian could not be bothered to choose the power of others. Then send me out. Don't tell me that you won't send me out even though I'm already here. Lin Xian said. What an arrogant kid. Suddenly, a voice rang out. Lin Xian looked ahead. His eye of spiritual insight was actually unable to see it. A man was sitting there. Clearly, this was a soul body, or perhaps a remnant soul of a single thought. His appearance could not be seen clearly. His entire person seemed to be shrouded in a black robe. But from his voice, he seemed to be in his 30s. A person who might have been relatively young in the past was actually the boss of the God Yao Forbidden Ground. One should know that this was the demon god Forbidden Ground. It was a place where many experts of the demon race had fallen and entered. Those experts could only leave their inheritances in the form of a ray of light. They did not even have a soul body. However, this young man had a soul body. That was enough to show the gap between him and the others. It's not that I'm crazy. It's just that I'm like this. I want the best in everything I do. Otherwise, I'd rather not have it. Lin Xian looked at that person and said, This is enough to see how high your standards are for yourself. The man stood up. No, it's not a requirement. It's just that I don't think it's that useful to me if it's not strong enough. Then, in your eyes, what kind of power is considered strong? Lin Xian. At the very least, it has to give me the ability to fight across realms. Furthermore, it has to be the ability to fight across realms at the Heavenly Tao realm. You already have it. But who would complain about having too little of such power? Humans, there are some powerful ones that aren't that easy to fuse with. The man pondered for a moment. Clearly, he was very satisfied with Lin Xian. For example, it's possible to give me a martial technique or cultivation technique. Lin Xian grinned. Shua, a black beam of light shot towards Lin Xian's glabella. Don't resist it. This mental cultivation technique should be the complete opposite of the mental cultivation technique you possess. Let's see if you can accept it. If you can, then you and this sovereign are considered fated. Lin Xian sensed the power that surged into his body. It was very uncomfortable. What was uncomfortable was not the physical feeling, but the mental torment. Lin Xian's mental cultivation technique was the paramount sage mental cultivation technique. It could be said that it was a cultivation technique that focused on defense. And now, the mental cultivation technique that surged into Lin Xian's mind was the complete opposite of the paramount sage mental cultivation technique Lin Xian cultivated. It was a mental cultivation technique that focused on killing. Under normal circumstances, a person could only cultivate in one mental cultivation technique. At most, they could cultivate in two mental cultivation techniques that were similar in concept. As for Lin Xian, if he were to forcefully cultivate in two completely opposite mental cultivation techniques, he would, in theory, either become an idiot or suffer from qi deviation. Of course, if his willpower was firm enough, it was not impossible to cultivate in two completely opposite mental cultivation techniques. It was just that in theory, it was best not to do so. And this man clearly knew Lin Xian's paramount sage mental cultivation technique, but he still gave Lin Xian the completely opposite mental cultivation technique. Either he was being irresponsible, or he believed that Lin Xian had the ability to withstand it. Plop! Lin Xian's body half knelt on the ground. His expression was extremely ugly. If it was just purely accepting this mental cultivation technique, Lin Xian would not have any problems. But his mental cultivation technique and this mental cultivation technique were incompatible. Ka. Lin Xian's hand pressed against the yellow soil on the ground, gripping it tightly. The ground was forcefully crushed by Lin Xian's grip. Lin Xian's face and neck were blue veins popping out. It was obvious that he was in great pain. What was uncomfortable was the indescribable feeling in his heart. The man stood there and looked at Lin Xian indifferently. "It's not bad," he muttered to himself for a moment. After a long time, plop, Lin Xian lay on the ground, sweating all over and gasping for breath. Success. He had successfully allowed his heart to accept this power. At the same time, it did not mean that it was compatible with the paramount sage mental cultivation technique, but at least it could coexist. "Why did you give me this kind of power? This is not the power that I have been holding on to." Lin Xian gasped for breath. "What you have been holding on to is nothing more than protection." "Yes." Lin Xian stood up. "Then your power is protection. Why can't this power that you have received be protection?" Lin Xian frowned. "Even if it is killing, if it is to protect, can this killing be considered killing in the true sense?" Lin Xian pondered for a moment. "What you said makes sense. Since you can accept this mental cultivation technique, then you are qualified to cultivate some of this sovereign's powers. It is not an inheritance. It is just an inheritance of the West and martial arts. You can rest assured." Lin Xian nodded. "Come with this sovereign." Shua, with a flash of light, Lin Xian followed him to a place that was more like a small world. "Comprehend the stars. This will be your greatest reliance in the future." In the void, there were many stars. Lin Xian sat on the ground. The man placed his hand on Lin Xian's head. Chapter 1783. After a long time, Lin Xian opened his eyes. The moment Lin Xian opened his eyes, the stars in the sky suddenly flickered. Starfall. Lin Xian leaped into the air and unleashed a terrifying power. Boom! Many of the stars in the sky exploded with a powerful force, and then bombarded down. Rumble! The entire ground shook. Lin Xian opened his eyes and felt his spiritual energy being sucked dry. Looking at the destroyed scene around him, he couldn't help but be shocked. This martial technique was so powerful. Most importantly, this wasn't an ordinary martial technique. It was a martial technique that borrowed the power of the sun, moon, and stars. What was the most powerful force in this world? It wasn't space or time. As long as one's realm hadn't reached a certain level, time and space weren't that powerful. Because there was something even more powerful, and that was nature. Naturally, it was the power of the sun, moon, and stars. And it was the true meaning of the sun, moon, and stars. Some people seem to be able to obtain these powers in a short period of time. Although it seemed like that, it wasn't the true meaning of the sun, moon, and stars. As for the meteor fall technique that Lin Xian had just unleashed, it seemed as though it was truly unleashed by borrowing the power of the stars. And it was extremely powerful. Apart from that, the range was also ridiculously large. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. 1,300 stars. You're still far from it. The man said indifferently. Obviously, with Lin Xian's current strength, he could only mobilize the power of 1,300 stars in the sky to explode. How many stars at most? Lin Xian asked. As many as there are in this universe. Lin Xian? Really? The man smiled and said, cultivate well. You're not really the fated person with this sovereign, but since you've come this far, I'll leave this mental cultivation method and this limitless martial technique to you. I hope you can use this power to look down on others in the future. As for the other martial techniques, once you've comprehended this mental cultivation method to a certain extent, you'll naturally obtain them. Shua, then, the man waved his hand and Lin Xian disappeared. Wait. Lin Xian disappeared before he could finish speaking. No, at the very least, he wanted to know who this man was. In a place like the demon god Forbidden Ground, he could look down on everyone. He must have been an extremely powerful existence in the past. Lin Xian looked around. Where was this? This didn't seem to be the demon god Forbidden Ground, but it wasn't the entrance either. Perhaps it wasn't far. He directly sent Lin Xian out. As for the treasure, Lin Xian did not get it, but it seemed like he had gotten the strongest thing in the god-beast Forbidden Ground. This powerful limitless martial skill, and the evil god's mental cultivation method. Evil god, is he an evil god? Lin Xian did not know this name. Obviously, Lin Xian's knowledge was not enough, and it might have been too long ago. The evil god's mental cultivation method was also a mental cultivation method, similar to the sage mental cultivation method, but it would give Lin Xian a power called the evil god's force. Lin Xian opened his hand, and a black power wrapped around his palm. Once this power was activated, Lin Xian's will would be eroded. To put it simply, when Lin Xian used this power, he might gradually lose himself due to the battle and some of his emotions. Perhaps Lin Xian could not fully control this power. As for how much it would increase, Lin Xian had used it before, but he could not be sure. The evil god's mental cultivation technique didn't have many levels, just a single level. It seemed to increase according to Lin Xian's enlightenment, negative emotions, and rage points. The angrier he was, the stronger the evil god's mental cultivation technique would become. As for how strong it would be, Lin Xian could not be sure, but this meteor martial skill was really powerful. Phew, I guess I did get something, but I didn't get any top-grade spiritual tools. But that's not important. I wonder what Mu Qian Shuang and Su Qining got. They had walked to the main hall with him, but they were forcefully separated. Obviously, they must have gotten something powerful. Whoosh! At this moment, a light flashed, and Su Qining's figure appeared beside Lin Xian. Hey, how was it? Lin Xian quickly asked. She looked at Lin Xian. Not bad, I didn't come in vain. Su Qining said calmly. Then she looked around, obviously looking for Mu Qian Shuang. She hasn't come out yet? Lin Xian nodded. Come with me to a place. Su Qining said. Ah, where? You've been there before. Lin Xian knew that her purpose was not pure. The main thing was that although it seemed natural for her to get close to him, Lin Xian thought that the development between them was too fast. It was not about their relationship, but just talking. She would accept anything. At first, Lin Xian thought that she got close to him because of Mu Qian Shuang, but now he did not think so. I've been there before? Other than the death arena, I've only been to Mount Tianyao. It's Mount Tianyao. Lin Xian frowned. Mount Tianyao. Let's go. Su Qining. So smooth? This was easier than she thought. And why did Lin Xian want to go? Damn. He wanted to ask that senior and see what was going on with Linya. He had to go. As for why she wanted him to go to Mount Tianyao, Lin Xian didn't know and didn't care. But it couldn't be a bad thing. And then, Su Qining disappeared with Lin Xian. As for Mu Qian Shuang, Lin Xian believed that nothing would happen to her. "Hey, why are you looking for me?" Lin Xian asked as they hurried. "You'll know when we get there," Su Qining said indifferently. "Don't tell me you want us to get married?" "Ha ha ha." Lin Xian joked. Su Qining did not answer. "That. Who is Mu Qian Shuang? You know, she won't tell me." "Tell me." After all, they were all triggering missions. Lin Xian definitely had to understand. "Her? She might be your future opponent." "Ha." Lin Xian scratched his head. "My future opponent? What do you mean?" "Mount Tianyao's enemy for tens of thousands of years. The Holy Maiden of the Forbidden Land of Holy Thunder." Forbidden Land of Holy Thunder? Never heard of it. You can think of it as one of the top forces in the entire demon clan, as famous as Mount Tianyao. Lin Xian. That seems to be within our expectations. After all, her realm was so high. Then why do you say that I might be her opponent? You might know when you go to Mount Tianyao. I'm not sure about the specifics. I need Master to tell you. Huh? Your master asked me to go? Su Qining, she quickly said. No, I like you and asked you to go. You want to hit on me? Chapter 1784. Su Qining clearly knew that Lin Xian had misunderstood something. What I meant by taking a fancy to you is not that aspect, but your potential and so on. It's because I took a fancy to you in this aspect that I recommended you to Mount Tianyao. Perhaps it will bring you great opportunities. Su Qining said. In any case, her master had said that she should try her best not to tell Lin Xian that she was the one who wanted Lin Xian to go over. That was why Su Qining told Lin Xian that she was the one who had taken a fancy to Lin Xian and wanted Lin Xian to go to Mount Tianyao. I see. I thought you fell in love with me. Lin Xian sighed. Then I won't go. Su Qining. Was there something wrong with this person? Up to you. How could Su Qining spoil Lin Xian? Although it was a mission given by her master, she couldn't stand such a lowly person. She didn't like him, so he wouldn't go? Who could withstand this? Hey, I'm just joking. Lin Xian smiled awkwardly and then hurriedly chased after Su Qining. You mean, I'm going to Mount Tianyao to become the disciple of your master? Lin Xian asked. It's possible. Su Qining said. Then what if I refuse? Up to you. All right. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. Soon, Lin Xian arrived at the foot of Mount Tianyao. This place was nothing special from the last time Lin Xian came here. You said that Mount Tianyao is a faction. I've been here before. There seems to be only one top-notch expert in Mount Tianyao. Does Mount Tianyao have other headquarters? Lin Xian asked. You'll know later. Follow me. Su Qining brought Lin Xian to the mountain. Master, Qining brought someone. Su Qining said respectfully. Lin Xian had been to this place before. Previously, he had stayed here with Linglong Shui. This seemed to be the front yard of Mount Tianyao. The voice of a very noble woman came from the hall in front of him. This woman should be Su Qining's master. Lin Xian then cupped his fists and said, Junior Lin Xian greet Senior. Junior has visited Senior once before. Yes. A voice came from the hall, and Lin Xian saw a figure slowly walk out. Beautiful, noble, indescribable. Perhaps this represented her true status and strength. The moment she walked out, it was as if the heavens and earth were overshadowed. Although she was wearing a veil, her white dress made her seem as if she was one with the heavens and earth. In Lin Xian's eyes, Su Qining was already very good. Her temperament was top-notch, but when this woman came out, Su Qining was still inferior. There was a substantial difference. Ding! Congratulations on triggering the mission. Successfully confessed to you Lioli. Mission reward. Unknown. Mission penalty. None. Mission time limit. 3 months. Lin Xian. No way. This woman also triggered a mission? How could Lin Xian hold a bowl of water evenly? Yes, this woman looked invincible and beautiful, but Lin Xian felt that he couldn't do it. This was an existence that was a senior even in front of Ling Long Shui. F***ck. Who could withstand this? Master. Su Qining bowed respectfully. Yu Liuli's beautiful eyes swept over Lin Xian. Sit. She sat on the stone bench. Lin Xian also sat down. Su Qining poured tea for them. This. Senior, I wonder why you called me here? Lin Xian asked. In fact, whether it was Su Qining who liked him, Lin Xian, or this senior who called him here, Lin Xian probably knew. He felt that it was more likely this senior. Su Qining stood awkwardly at the side. Was she exposed? I'll give you a chance to become stronger. Let's see if you can grasp it. Lin Xian nodded. Of course I can grasp it. So, your choice is to give it a try? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, of course. Yu Liuli nodded and stood up. Shua. Suddenly, a surge of energy erupted. Lin Xian had just picked up the cup of tea when his entire body fell to the ground. The cup of tea spilled and a human-shaped crater was formed on the ground. Pooh! Lin Xian spat out a mouthful of blood. No, what was he trying to do? What the hell? Lin Xian was shocked. Lin Xian let out a blood-curdling scream as the bones in his arm shattered. What the hell was this for? Su Qining, who was next to him, seemed very calm. It was as if she had seen this scene too many times. Lin Xian had never suffered such an injury in his life. After a long time, plop, Lin Xian was thrown into a medicinal tub full of medicinal baths, and his body had been repaired. Master, is he okay? Su Qining asked. He'll wake up in a few days. Yu Liuli said indifferently. I didn't expect him to really withstand this kind of pain. This kid's willpower is not ordinary. This is within my expectations. Keep an eye on him for the next few days. Yes. 3 days later. Hiss. Lin Xian sucked in a breath of cold air and slowly opened his eyes. What the hell? Lin Xian felt that his entire body was exploding with pain. As he stretched, the sound of his bones cracking could be heard. He recalled for a moment. What happened before? Previously, that Yu Liuli shattered all the bones in his body. His chest and back were also slapped. Other than his internal organs being intact, his bones were really shattered. Some of his meridians were also shattered. His dantian was preserved, so his realm was preserved. However, Lin Xian didn't understand what was going on. It hurt so much. He really almost couldn't bear it and died. He felt that he was only a moment away from death. But she must have her own reasons. Lin Xian jumped out of the medicinal bath. And what did he feel? He felt that his body seemed to have undergone a qualitative change. You're awake. A faint voice came from the side. Lin Xian looked over. Su Qining was sitting there meditating, and then opened her beautiful eyes. Although Lin Xian was not wearing any clothes, only a soaked trouser, Su Qining was still able to maintain her composure and threw a set of clothes to Lin Xian. No. What do you mean? I was almost F***king tortured to death. Lin Xian said miserably. This is Master's cultivation method. Master places great importance on the cultivation of the physique. Don't you feel that your physique has undergone a qualitative change? Lin Xian nodded. There is a qualitative change. Normally, your cultivation would have been crippled by Master, but your foundation is very stable, so your cultivation was not crippled by Master. Rest. Rest. There will be 2 more times like this in the future. Lin Xian. Chapter 1785. When Lin Xian heard Su Qining's words, his entire body trembled. No, what are you talking about? 2 more times? In other words, I have to suffer this kind of torture twice? What's wrong? I went through it the same way. Su Qining stood up and said indifferently, F***CK. Wait until you've endured the pain of 3 broken meridians. You'll be grateful that you've been given such an opportunity. Su Qining said to Lin Xian. Will you marry me? Lin Xian asked with a smile. I'm your senior sister. Of course, if you survive. Ha! Will I still die? Lin Xian scratched his head. All the meridians and bones in my body are broken. If I can't endure it, won't I die? That's true. But in theory, the most dangerous thing is the first time. If you survive the first time, the chances of dying in the following 2 times will be much lower. Lin Xian showed a pained expression. Don't be in pain. Not many people in the world are qualified to enjoy this medicinal bath. Since Master intends to nurture you, she will definitely work hard. But why do you want to nurture me? I don't understand. Aren't you stronger than me? Lin Xian looked at Su Qining. Maybe I'm stronger than you now, but the future is hard to say. There's another reason. You're a human. What's wrong with the human race? The potential of the human race is greater. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. That's true. Then why me? Because you're outstanding enough. Nonsense. There are many people in the human race who are more outstanding than me. In your heart, do you really think so? Su Qining looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose awkwardly. Ha ha ha, don't expose me, okay? Lin Xian laughed awkwardly. Yes, in Lin Xian's eyes, there were many powerful people, and there were many that he couldn't compete with. However, he never thought that he was inferior to those people. It was just a matter of time. Especially since you have obtained some of the power of the evil god in the god-beast forbidden ground. Master might not need to hesitate anymore. How did you know? Don't forget, Master is proficient in divination. To Master, there are almost no secrets in this world. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. This was indeed admirable. Who exactly is this evil god? Lin Xian asked. He's a famous expert from many years ago. He can be considered a villain. Villain? You can say that, because countless innocent people have died at his hands. However, you can't call him a true evil person, because he didn't kill for cultivation, but because he couldn't control his emotions. Lin Xian frowned. It's that exaggerated? He remembered that the evil god had told him that the use of these powers might lead to a situation where one's mind would be blinded. To put it simply, one might become a person who couldn't be controlled by one's mind and be controlled by one's will. At that time, Lin Xian also felt it, including the fact that this mental cultivation method only had one level. The stronger your emotions, the stronger the power obtained. Therefore, Lin Xian definitely paid attention to this. Therefore, if you can, try to use this power as little as possible. Of course, this power has a very high upper limit, which means that the upper limit of your combat strength is extremely high. This is what Master said. When the time comes, Master will remind you. All right. Lin Xian nodded. All right, tell me about the situation in Mount Tianyao. When you survive, you will naturally know. You make it sound like I die easily. Lin Xian shook his head helplessly. Just like that, half a month passed. In this half a month, Lin Xian went through the same torture twice. How is it? In the back garden, Yu Liuli was sitting there drinking tea. He should be waking up soon, Su Qining said respectfully. Yeah. Yu Liuli nodded slightly. Master, will the evil god mental cultivation method he obtained have any negative consequences? Even if his will is extraordinary, but perhaps, Yu Liuli said indifferently, but if he can withstand the erosion of his will, his future strength will become especially strong. At that moment, Lin Xian walked over from afar. Holy T, it really hurts. Lin Xian walked over. However, Lin Xian was feeling great. His realm had been raised to the 2-star Heavenly Dao realm because of the medicinal bath and his broken bones and meridians. It allowed him to quickly absorb the medicinal essence of the medicinal bath and raise his realm. Of course, there was another key factor. It was Lin Xian's physique. His physique was now at the 3-star Heavenly Tao realm. What did that mean? It meant that although Lin Xian's cultivation was only at the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm, he did not feel any pressure when facing a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm. This was because in front of a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm, Lin Xian was a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm. His physique strength was there for all to see. The only difference was spiritual energy and strength. In a sense, Lin Xian at the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm could be considered a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm cultivator. It was too terrifying. And this was all thanks to Lin Xian's 3 rounds of torture. It had to be said that Lin Xian was quite impressed with Yu Liuli. She was even able to think of such a cultivation method. But to be honest, this was not something that everyone could withstand. This was because in most cases, others would have already died from such heavy injuries. Thank you, Senior. Lin Xian bowed at Yu Liuli. You should call her master. Su Qining reminded Lin Xian. Does it count? If Senior doesn't mind, I don't mind. Lin Xian grinned. Anything is fine. Yu Liuli said lightly. Then I'll call you Fairy Master because you are really like a fairy. Su Qining. Awesome. Sit down. This supremacy has something to tell you. Yu Liuli said. Yes. Lin Xian then sat in front of her. About that. Fairy Master, I actually want to ask about my sister's situation. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and looked at her. You don't have to worry about her. It's just that you won't be able to see her for a while. Her improvement isn't any worse than yours. Yu Liuli said. Lin Xian was secretly alarmed. What? Lin Ya's improvement wasn't any slower than his? Didn't that mean that Lin Ya was at the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm and above? Oh my God! Lin Xian was happy for her from the bottom of his heart. From this day forth, you are a part of Mount Heavenly Demon, and also my 5th disciple. Yu Liuli said. Yes. Lin Xian nodded. Qining is your eldest senior sister. You still have 3 senior brothers. Where are they? Lin Xian asked. In any corner of the world. You will meet them in the future. Lin Xian nodded. Now, this supremacy will tell you what you need to do in the next few years. Chapter 1786. Lin Xian really wanted to know what Yu Liuli wanted from him. The only time they had interacted was when Linglong Shui brought him over. Therefore, Lin Xian did not know what Yu Liuli saw in him. Lin Xian believed that Yu Liuli represented the pinnacle of strength on this continent. Even Linglong Shui addressed her as senior. However, although Lin Xian felt that he had a promising future, he had only advanced to the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm with her help. As for Su Qining, she was already at the 7-star Heavenly Tao realm. What did he have to do that couldn't be done by Su Qining, who was stronger and not weaker? Fairy Master, please speak. Yu Liuli clearly ignored Lin Xian's form of address. She did not have any feelings for Lin Xian. At most, she admired Lin Xian. That was nonsense. She definitely admired Lin Xian and had taken in Lin Xian as her disciple because of Lin Xian. The first thing is also something this supremacy wants you to do. 2 years later, you will fight the disciple of the Sacred Lightning Forbidden Land's owner as my disciple. Lin Xian. Wasn't it Mu Qianshuang? Why? It's just a 10,000-year-old enemy. It's not that there's a huge grudge between us, but it's something that both sides have to do every generation to determine the victor. Then why isn't little Qining the one fighting? Why does it have to be me? I'm already at the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm. Can I reach the 7-star Heavenly Tao realm in 2 years? Besides, she will probably be at the 8-star Heavenly Tao realm by then, right? Isn't little Qining just right? She's at the 7-star Heavenly Tao realm, the same realm as her. Lin Xian. You are more suitable. Yu Liuli sipped her tea and said indifferently. Ah. Then what if I lose? Do your best. She knew that Lin Xian was a person who refused to admit defeat. Therefore, if he could win, Lin Xian would definitely fight for it. Alright, I got it. Lin Xian nodded. It was fate, after all. It was just that it was a little awkward for Lin Xian to be involved in this battle of fate. However, what kind of enemy is this? To what extent? Lin Xian asked. After all, Mu Qian Shuang was his wife. Lin Xian didn't want to. It's just the level of rivals. They're not mortal enemies. A long time ago, the Forbidden Land of Holy Thunder and the Heavenly Demon Mountain were the two strongest forces of the demon race. They almost split the world into two. It was also from then on that they've always been rivals until now. What's the benefit of winning? Lin Xian asked. There are no benefits, Yu Liuli said. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. For example, what benefits will Immortal Master give me? Lin Xian raised an eyebrow. Well, there will still be. Then there's no problem. Lin Xian smiled. The second thing. Yu Liuli said indifferently, next, you will stay with this sovereign for 10 years. 10 years. No, I can't take it. Time Spirit Tool. 10 years inside, 3 months outside. Lin Xian muttered. Then there's no problem. In these 10 years, what you need to do is not to raise your cultivation level. You don't need to raise it at all. You only need to cultivate a set of mental cultivation methods and martial skills that this sovereign will teach you. Mental cultivation methods again? Immortal Master, I already have 2 sets of mental cultivation methods on me. If I continue to cultivate, will it have some effect on me? Yu Liuli nodded. It will. However, the mental cultivation method that this sovereign will teach you should help you fight against your evil god mental cultivation method together with your absolute saint mental cultivation method. As long as you can master the balance between the 3 mental cultivation methods, it will benefit you greatly. Lin Xian's eyes lit up. It can also increase battle strength. It's a bit special. You'll know when you cultivate it. Qining, bring him over and let him get used to that place first. Yes, Master. Then Su Qining glanced at Lin Xian. Lin Xian obediently walked away with her. What place? You still need to get used to it? Lin Xian expressed that he didn't understand. You'll know when you get there. Hey, your attitude towards me is different from before. Can you be more gentle? Lin Xian leaned over and quietly rubbed his hand against Su Qining's small hand. My attitude towards you before was just to bring you here. Su Qining said straightforwardly. Lin Xian, you're really straightforward. Aren't you afraid that I'll run away in a fit of anger? Obviously not. That's because you also believe that Master can give you more help. In fact, that's the case. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. It wasn't easy being a smart woman. Then she opened a time mystic realm. Go on in. When Lin Xian stepped in, he finally understood why Yu Liuli got Su Qining to bring him here to get used to it. Heavens! How was this a place for humans? The moment Lin Xian entered, he felt a scorching heat that drilled into his pores. The heat here was so high that even Lin Xian, a 2-star heavenly Dao realm, felt his heart palpitate. You want me to cultivate in such an environment? It's to train your physique. When the time comes, there will be extreme cold. Be it scorching heat or extreme cold, it can be fatal to a 2-star heavenly Dao realm. However, you will be cultivating in such an environment for 10 years. 10 years later you will thank Master. If you aren't ruthless to yourself now, you will eventually be trampled underfoot by others in the future. With that said, Su Qining walked away. Lin Xian slowly paced around. Wow, this fairy master sure is impressive. She's practically a natural educator. Lin Xian sighed. However, not everyone could be educated by her. Firstly, she didn't think highly of anyone. Secondly, not everyone could survive such torture. For example, the scorching heat was something that even a 2-star heavenly Dao realm could feel. If he were to cultivate here for 10 years, there would be extreme cold. Lin Xian knew that the next 10 years wouldn't be easy. Lin Xian stayed there for 3 days. 3 days later, a blue-dressed Yu Lioli slowly walked over with a veil over her face. Lin Xian opened his eyes. "Are you ready?" she asked lightly. Lin Xian stood up and nodded. "Yeah, I'm ready." Next, this sovereign will teach you a cultivation technique named Fey God Record. During this period, you are not to circulate the heretical God cultivation technique. Fey God Record. The name of the cultivation technique was rather special. "I'm a human. Can I cultivate it?" Lin Xian asked. "Yeah, that's because you have some Fey powers in you." "Huh?" Lin Xian was dumbfounded. Dark Phoenix, Void Fox, Darkness Shadow Dragon. They are all top Fey bloodlines. Cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. This was so King awkward. But how could this work? Chapter 1787. Yu Lioli looked at Lin Xian and said, "You should be able to withstand this power." Lin Xian nodded. "That's fine. Let's begin." Then, she reached out her slender hand and tapped Lin Xian's forehead. In the next instant, a surge of power shattered the mountains and rivers. Pain. When this power entered Lin Xian's mind, Lin Xian felt incomparable pain. But it was still acceptable. After a long time, Yu Lioli retracted her power and Lin Xian opened his eyes. So this is the demon god's record. Lin Xian was secretly shocked. The demon god's record. You mainly cultivate your ability to control any demonic power. There's still a long way to go, so take your time to get used to it. Also, I will only teach you one martial technique, or rather, a sword technique. Lin Xian's eyes lit up. He liked sword techniques. After all, the sword was a man's romance. This sword technique is called One Sword. In the blink of an eye, 10 years had passed. Of course, Lin Xian was in the time-secret realm. Only 3 months had passed in the outside world. For Lin Xian, 10 years was like the blink of an eye. When he put all his focus on the demon god's record and one sword, Lin Xian realized that time passed very quickly. So why was it said that for many experts, 100 years was like the blink of an eye? As long as there was nothing to worry about. Because Lin Xian knew that only 3 months had passed in the outside world, he wouldn't worry about his girls missing him. So, Lin Xian put all his focus on cultivation. In the past 10 years, not only did Lin Xian reach the 3rd level of the Supreme Sage cultivation technique, increasing all his stats by 6 times, his constitution had also been enhanced once again. Lin Xian had been tormented for the past 10 years by the scorching heat, severe cold, and even blade-like storms that could kill a 2-star heavenly Dao realm. However, he was very happy. His constitution had really been enhanced. He felt that he was at his limit. He even had a feeling that he could withstand a 3-star heavenly Dao realm strike without releasing any defensive spiritual energy, even if he was a 2-star heavenly Dao realm warrior. Of course, it wasn't to say that he could withstand a full-powered strike from a 3-star heavenly Dao realm warrior, but Lin Xian really felt that he was invincible against a 3-star heavenly Dao realm warrior. He was even invincible against Shi Xing. This was because Lin Xian's physique was already at the 2-star heavenly Dao realm, nearing 4-star. This improvement was an extremely huge increase in him. Demon gods, Lin Xian stood up. The demon god's record was a rather special item. Rather than calling it a cultivation technique, it wasn't wrong, but it was better to call it a special ability. It would not give Lin Xian any increase in speed, strength, realm, or any other aspect, but, in the past 10 years, Lin Xian had adapted to the corrosion of countless demonic powers. This was what Lin Xian had been doing for the past 10 years with this cultivation technique. Then, what was the use of the demon god's record? To put it simply, it could give Lin Xian 9 additional laws or domains. Wasn't that a little exaggerated? That's right. That was more or less what it meant. How should he put it? Lin Xian could absorb the powers of the Fey. To put it simply, every Fey had a special ability that was similar to the laws and domains of humans. It was their signature special power, and as long as Lin Xian killed them and absorbed them, Lin Xian would be able to obtain the Fei's power. Lin Xian could absorb a total of 9. Therefore, Lin Xian could absorb the special powers of 9 Fei gods. Didn't that mean that Lin Xian could have 9 additional powers similar to laws and domains? As long as Lin Xian could control the power he obtained, that power would be his. Whether it was a power that increased one's combat strength, special pupils, or special control, Lin Xian could do it all. Therefore, what Lin Xian needed to do next was very clear. He needed to kill Fei beasts with outstanding abilities and obtain their powers. Holy shit! If he could get all 9 of them, how much would his combat strength increase? Moreover, the key point was that Lin Xian couldn't obtain those useless or weak abilities. He had to ensure that every ability he obtained was good. Otherwise, wouldn't it be a waste? Wow, this is already a heaven-defying profit for me on this trip. Lin Xian exclaimed. That's right. There's only one of this martial technique. Wouldn't it be better to give me 2 more? Lin Xian was still lacking in martial techniques. He had just obtained a powerful martial technique, Star Fall, and now he had a sword. No wonder Yu Liuli said that this sword could be called a martial technique, but it could also be called a sword technique. What were the effects? Infinite stacking. What did that mean? It meant that when Lin Xian activated this martial technique, the strength of each strike would increase. As long as he wasn't in a combat state, he would constantly increase the strength of each strike. Of course, as the strength of each strike increased, the expenditure of each strike would also increase. In theory, the most terrifying aspect of this increase was that it had no upper limit. Therefore, the more he fought, the braver he became. As long as he fought, Lin Xian's ability to fight above his level would become stronger with the passage of time. It was said that when this sword reached a very high level, one strike could shatter stars. Of course, this was only a rumor. This was because it didn't seem like it could support him slashing out that many strikes. Stamina was a problem, as was spiritual energy. Phew! Lin Xian took a deep breath. At that moment, the surroundings were extremely cold. Lin Xian's body was covered in frost, but he had completely withstood the cold that could even freeze a heavenly Dao Realm 2-star to death. This was probably one of the most powerful things Lin Xian had obtained in the past decade. Such things might not be very intuitive, but the enhancement it gave to Lin Xian was real. If Lin Xian were to encounter fire elemental or ice elemental warriors in the future, Lin Xian's immunity would be greatly enhanced. Awesome! Let's go out. Lin Xian then stepped out of the pocket world. Only 3 months had passed in the outside world. During this time, the girls outside had lost contact with Lin Xian. This was because Lin Xian had lost the signal after he entered. However, before he entered, Lin Xian had mentioned it in the group. Therefore, no one was too worried. They just missed him a little. After all, everyone had their own things to do. It just so happened that everyone could focus on their own things. You're out. When Lin Xian saw Yu Liuli sitting there drinking tea, he went over. Chapter 1788. Lin Xian sat down in front of Yu Liuli. I've improved tremendously this time. Lin Xian said. Yeah. Yu Liuli replied with a soft, terse acknowledgement. I didn't pay much attention in the past, but now, I understand the importance of constitution. Lin Xian said. Lin Xian also knew that Yu Liuli's help in his cultivation was mainly to temper his body. In the past, Lin Xian really didn't pay much attention to it. He believed that a warrior's constitution would improve along with their realm. The higher their realm, the stronger their constitution would be. But after Yu Liuli's enhancement of Lin Xian realized it. It wasn't that simple. A warrior's constitution could be enhanced in such a manner. It was even possible for a warrior's constitution to be enhanced so much at the heavenly Dao realm. Although this method was a little risky and even a little perverted, the facts proved that it was feasible. The vast majority of people think that physique will improve along with their realm, so they don't need to care about it. Even if a small number of people realize the importance of physique, they don't have a set of guidelines to cultivate physique, or rather, they don't want to try. Yu Liuli sipped her tea and said lightly, "That's right. That's what I think. But, if one pays attention to cultivating their constitution, allowing a warrior's constitution to reach 3 stars at the 1-star Heavenly Tao realm, wouldn't that mean that a 1-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior's defense is equivalent to a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior?" Lin Xian nodded. "That's right. Therefore, even if one's strength is insufficient, as long as one's defense is sufficient, a 1-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior can even fight a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior. If one is a little stronger, it's not impossible to fight a 4-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior. At the very least, there's no need to worry about me losing my combat strength after being struck by a 3-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior. Your constitution has probably reached the standard of a 4-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior, right?" Yu Liuli asked. Lin Xian nodded. "I think it's about there. At the very least, it's an ordinary 4-star Heavenly Tao realm warrior's constitution." Lin Xian was now at the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm, and his physique was at the 4-star Heavenly Tao realm. What sort of concept was that? The concept was that Lin Xian's battle between a Heavenly Tao realm 2-star and a Heavenly Tao realm 4-star felt like a battle at the same realm. Lin Xian didn't even need to defend against a Heavenly Tao realm 3-star expert or a Heavenly Tao realm 2-star expert at the same realm as him if they didn't use greater strength. This was because Lin Xian had a Heavenly Tao realm 4-star physique. This was what Lin Xian had obtained in these 10 years. Although he had been tormented by the wind and rain for the past 10 years, it was all worth it now. "From now on, you can leave this place. Come back 2 years later and finish what I asked you to do," Yu Liuli said indifferently. "Ah? You're chasing me away just like that? You are the fairy master, aren't you going to teach me something else? Some things don't need to be taught, and some things can't be taught. It's enough to give you the most crucial part. You can comprehend the rest by yourself." "All right then." Lin Xian suddenly thought of something. "By the way, I still don't know why you want to take me in as a disciple. Also, my realm is clearly much lower, but you want me to fight. Is it really because I'm more suitable? It's because your potential is greater," Yu Liuli said. "I'm afraid I won't be able to improve that much in 2 years. Do your best." Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. "Holiest *T. Coldness. About that. Finally, I have a favor to ask of Fairy Master." "Speak. Do you want to give that eldest senior sister, Su Qining, a heads up? Is it to set us up?" Lin Xian coughed dryly. Yu Liuli, Shua. The next instant, Lin Xian left me Heavenly Demon. "Holiest *T. Heartless." Lin Xian looked in the direction of empty Heavenly Demon. Needless to say, he really liked Yu Liuli. Lin Xian never expected that the pinnacle expert he had visited with Linglong Shui would one day become his disciple. Although they had only spent a short amount of time together and had only met a few times, this so-called master of his did not teach Lin Xian anything through novels or television dramas. But Lin Xian was truly grateful. But how was he to woo her? He did not want to think about it for the time being. Lin Xian then took out his cell phone and informed everyone that he was safe. "It's about time. It's time to head to Fei Wind City." Lin Xian then vanished from his spot. 7 days later. "Holy *T. How did you reach 2 stars at the Heavenly Tao realm?" Zhuge Feng looked at Lin Xian in a dumbfounded manner. "That can't be, right?" Everyone was searching for opportunities. Although it had only been a short period of time, one really couldn't reach the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm right after advancing to the 1-star Heavenly Tao realm. "Is it the Fey God Forbidden Ground you mentioned to us previously?" asked Xiao Xinyue. Lin Xian shook his head. "No, but you should really take a look at that Fey God Forbidden Ground. It's indeed not bad. It's all in the past. Everyone has already advanced to 1 star at the Heavenly Tao realm. Apart from Lin Xian, who's at 2 stars, will our lineup be able to fight in the Death Corner arena?" Ling Ying said with uncertainty. "The difference in realm is a little huge, but everyone has already stepped into the Heavenly Tao realm. Previously, we at the Great Void Realm were able to wrestle with 3 stars at the Heavenly Tao realm. Now that everyone is at the heavenly Tao realm, I think it won't be a problem," said Zhuge Feng. Lin Xian said, "The difficulty from before shouldn't be too high. Our greatest opponents are the 10 people from the Blood Qilin clan. Let's fight there first. Little Yu, let's see if you can advance to 2 stars in the next 19 matches." Murong Yu was the closest to 2 stars in the heavenly Tao realm. And their following opponents were basically all at the heavenly Tao realm. If they killed all of them, the experience points would probably be enough. Murong Yu nodded. "Alright then, let's enter." Then, the 10 of them entered Fei Wind City once again and entered the Death Corner arena. Let's register for the upcoming Battle of the Heavens. Storm Battle Team. Upon seeing Lin Xian and company's emblem, the few of them took a few more glances at them. "Alright, there will be a match for all of you in 2 matches. Please make your preparations." Lin Xian and company nodded before entering the lounge. "Lin Xian, where have you been for the past few months?" They were chatting. "Me? I went to a Fei faction. Over there, I obtained some things. Martial techniques, mental cultivation techniques, etc. It can be considered a huge improvement. Of course, most importantly, Lin Xian had yet to absorb the 9th level of the Fei God record. Then, in the Death Corner arena, Lin Xian would be fighting heavenly Tao realm existences. If Lin Xian felt that someone was stronger, he could kill them and absorb them. Chapter 1789. Soon, it was Lin Xian and company's turn. Now, let us prepare for the next clash between the 2 teams. One of them is the Monarch Battle Team with an 81 win streak, while the other is the Storm Battle Team that has disappeared from our sites for several months. Today, the Storm Battle Team has returned. Their strength is still unknown, so now, please place your bets. As the beautiful MC's voice faded, everyone revealed looks of pleasant surprise. "Storm Battle Team? They're actually back? I thought they wouldn't dare to come back." It's useless. Although this Storm Battle Team has indeed set the fastest record of 80 consecutive wins, and even defeated their opponents with the greatest difference in Cultivation Realm, this Monarch Battle Team has 10 Heavenly Tao Realm members, with the strongest being a Heavenly Tao Realm 4-star. They only had 1 Heavenly Tao Realm member a few months ago, and one of them only advanced later. After a few months, even if all 10 of them are Heavenly Tao Realm members, so what? That's right. Even if all 10 of them are at the Heavenly Tao Realm, they are only at the Heavenly Tao Realm 1-star. I think their chances of winning are still very low. The final odds were 130 for Lin Xian and company. This was already very high. However, there were indeed quite a number of people who chose to be an upset. They also felt that the Storm Battle Team's chances of winning weren't high, but that was what they thought in every previous match. However, they were always upsets, so this time, they chose to be an upset as well. This was because the Storm Battle Team members were no fools. They knew very well what the standard of a team with 80 consecutive wins was like. They definitely had a certain level of confidence in themselves before they dared to fight, right? As for Lin Xian and company, they did not know who their opponents were. Everyone, after advancing to the Heavenly Tao realm, there's nothing to worry about. At the very least, you won't be like the Great Void Realm where you had to worry about being insta-killed. From now on, this is the true meaning of training. Lin Xian. Roger that. Now, let's welcome the 2 teams to the stage. Then, they walked straight into the arena. Storm Battle Team. The Monarch Battle Team's eyes narrowed when they saw Lin Xian and company. Truth be told, Storm Battle Team was giving them a lot of pressure. But there was also good news, and that was that their realm wasn't high, which was where their advantage lay. Pay attention later. As long as we get rid of that Storm's captain, their combat power will completely collapse. Later, when you fight with the others, pull the battlefield closer. Wait for my signal. Everyone, unleash your power on that Storm's captain at the same time. Before that, it's better to get injured than to expose some of your strength, understood? The captain of the King's Squadron, Batian, said to his team members. Understood. Then, both of them entered a random arena. The arena was still covered in snow. Simply put, it was a fighting arena. There was no place for you to hide. The 20 of them were not far from each other, and then they walked together towards the center of the front. Soon, the 20 of them bumped into each other. "Begin," Lin Xian replied. "Got it." In the next instant, Lin Xian and the others made the first move and rushed towards those people. Lin Xian, of course, rushed towards Captain Ba Tian. Everyone was secretly shocked. F***CK. Were they that unreasonable? Their realms were far lower than the other parties, yet they were going to make the first move? In fact, everyone was very confident. Although the difference of 1 star in the Heavenly Dao realm was huge, other than that 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior, the other 9 were basically around 2-star Heavenly Dao realm warriors. Even if they couldn't beat him, they were definitely able to hold him back. Furthermore, there was absolutely no difference of 1 or 2 stars in the early stages of the Heavenly Dao realm. To them, the difference between the Great Void realm and the Heavenly Dao realm was huge. Therefore, they were not afraid. Furthermore, their attributes and combat strength were not to be trifled with. Heavenly Dao realm 2-star. Batian sensed Lin Xian's momentum as he charged over and his eyes narrowed. He was indeed rather afraid. As Lin Xian had previously killed a Heavenly Dao realm 3-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior as a 1-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior, he was now a 2-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior while he was a 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior. Boom! The two of them clashed with their fists. Then, what? Everyone was secretly alarmed when they saw this scene. This? A Heavenly Dao realm 2-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior clashing with a 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior. Although the 4-star Batian has a slight advantage, this shouldn't be a reflection of the 2-star difference between the two. That's right. Previously, Storm's captain was strong because he released some special power to strengthen himself and weaken his opponent. But now, he didn't. What's going on? Doesn't that mean that if he continues strengthening himself and weakening his opponent, Batian will be completely thrashed? This was the strength of Lin Xian's constitution. Now, although Lin Xian was only a 2-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior, his constitution was a 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior. Therefore, Lin Xian didn't even dare to fight without any enhancements. The main reason was that Lin Xian wanted to clearly feel what it was like to face a Heavenly Dao realm 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior. At present, Lin Xian already knew. There was no problem. As for Batian, he had come up with a plan, but he probably couldn't carry out the plan because it was time for Lin Xian to kill him. Realm Reduction Domain. Schwa, Lin Xian didn't reduce his cultivation by too much. All he did was reduce Batian's cultivation by 2 stars. If he forcefully reduced it, Lin Xian could reduce it by 3 stars, but Lin Xian would also expend a great deal of energy. 2 stars was enough. They were both at the same realm at the 2-star Heavenly Dao realm. Batian's pupils constricted. This was it. Back then, he had used this power to kill a powerful 3-star Heavenly Dao realm existence. Spatial seal. Lin Xian sealed the space he was in. So, then, Lin Xian charged over. Ah! A tragic cry was heard as Batian exchanged a punch with Lin Xian at full strength. Then, his right arm was shattered by Lin Xian. Everyone was dumbfounded. No way! Even if Batian's realm had been reduced, but they were at the same realm. How was it that one punch could shatter his arm? It was because Lin Xian's constitution was a 4-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior. It was even somewhat similar to Lin Xian fighting a 2-star Heavenly Dao realm warrior at the 4-star Heavenly Dao realm, although it wasn't as exaggerated. But it was definitely not bad. Soon, the battle ended. Lin Xian did not absorb it because Lin Xian didn't think highly of the 10 people's strength. Chapter 1790. Lin Xian and company walked out. Deafening applause resounded around them. An upset. Another unexpected upset. They are so strong. Their ability to fight across realms is the strongest I know of. Of course, I know that there are stronger ones, but the ones we have come into contact with are truly terrifying. That's right. It's not easy for Heavenly Tao realm existences to perish. Look at the other Heavenly Tao realm battles. How many of them die in a day with 20 Heavenly Tao realm existences? Why are the Heavenly Tao realm existences in this team that fought Storm like paper? This can only mean one thing. The disparity in combat strength is huge. Only with such a huge disparity in combat strength can one easily kill Heavenly Tao realm existences across realms. They are indeed extraordinary. What sort of people are they? Their combat strength is actually so terrifying. Then, tell me, if their realm is sufficient, wouldn't it be possible for them to defeat the Blood Chelan clan team? To be honest, if they are at the same realm as the Blood Chelan clan team, I think they really have a high chance of defeating them. Let us congratulate Storm for obtaining their 81st consecutive victory. Lin Xian and company would occasionally turn around and leave. Time slowly passed. The more Storm fought, the more famous they became. Although they had attracted quite a number of enemies, few of them took action. This was because news of the 9th Fey God's Temple had spread and caused a huge stir. They knew that there might be a top-notch expert protecting them from the shadows. As such, they welcomed the last week of the year. After this week, they would end their experiential training with the Fey race. They had already achieved their goals for this experiential training. They had all advanced to the Heavenly Tao realm. This was their goal for coming out. Then, what followed was to become even better. And they had already reached 99 consecutive victories. Next was the final battle for them to achieve 100 consecutive victories. And this battle was their battle with the Blood Chelan clan. Today, there were especially many people at the death arena. Today's match was different from all the other matches. The reason for this difference was very simple. Under normal circumstances, no deaths would occur in this match. In other words, even if Lin Xian and the others won, they couldn't kill the Blood Kirans. The Blood Kirans wouldn't kill Lin Xian and the others either. Little Shuang Shuang, we're going to fight the Blood Kiran clan today. Do you want to come over and take a look? Lin Xian used the 1,000-mile sound transmitting talisman to chat with Mu Qian Shuang. Lin Xian had already looked for Su Qining, but she didn't come at all. What could Lin Xian do? Mu Qian Shuang was silent for a while. I'm not free. After Mu Qian Shuang finished speaking, she hung up the 1,000-mile sound transmitting talisman. Lin Xian. What's going on? Why is this girl suddenly so cold towards me? Did he offend her in any way? Lin Xian shrugged helplessly. Yo, which girl are you chatting with now? Ling Ying sucked on his lollipop and glanced at Lin Xian. No. Don't tell me you've picked up another pretty girl in the demon race? Ling Ying asked. The point was, if Lin Xian was chatting with a little sister of the human race, he wouldn't use the 1,000-mile sound transmitting talisman. How is that possible? Do you think I'm a saint? I'm just a mortal. Lin Xian said. Yeah. Ling Ying rolled his eyes. What? Little Ling Ying, are you jealous? Scram. Ling Ying glared at Lin Xian and walked away. Lin Xian scratched his head and followed after Lin Xian. Lin Xian and the others were all in a room. Lin Xian, do you have any plans for this battle? Han Chuxue asked. Lin Xian muttered, to be honest, I don't know what plans I have. Let's just fight normally and play it by ear. Do you know who our opponents are from the Blood Chelan clan? Anyway, we let different people from the Blood Chelan clan fight with the 99-win streak. To the Blood Chelan clan, those 10 people might not be strong, but to them, it's a form of training. But to others, they are powerful existences that they can only look up to, Xiao Xinyu said. Lin Xian nodded. What about their realms? In terms of realms, they are basically 4 or 5 stars of the Heavenly Tao realm. There aren't any 6 stars. This is because those who have a 99-win streak in the Death Corner arena are basically 5 stars of the Heavenly Tao realm. But at the same realm, how many can be a match for the powerful bloodline of the Blood Chelan? Wu Yunuo said. They don't hold back at all. We are generally 1-star Heavenly Tao realm, but they are 4 stars and 5 stars. There's nothing we can do about it. After all, We are the only 1 or 2 star Heavenly Dao Realm teams that have a 99-win streak. Let's see if the Blood Qilin clan will still choose to send 4 or 5 stars Heavenly Dao Realm experts after they learn of this news. Lin Xian looked at the time and said, "It's about time. Let's warm up and prepare to head over." Alright. Time slowly passed. Everyone, today is the 100th battle the Storm Battle Team has fought. They will be facing the noble Blood Qilin clan. At the same time, they are also the first team to achieve a 99-win streak in a year since the birth of the Death Corner Arena. Furthermore, they have broken record after record. So today, will they be able to continue writing their legend and leave a deep mark in the Death Corner Arena? Let us welcome the 10 members of the Storm Battle Team. Amidst intense applause, Lin Xian and company walked onto the stage. The Storm Battle Team has 2 Heavenly Dao Realm 2 stars and 8 Heavenly Dao Realm 1 stars. Next up, they will be facing the Blood Qilin Battle Team. Then, the beautiful MC shouted loudly, "Next up, let us welcome the Blood Qilin Battle Team with the loudest applause." The corners of Lin Xian's mouth twitched. F***K. Even the Fey race is so snobbish. Lin Xian was convinced. They only introduced the Storm Battle Team with a few words and then welcomed the Blood Qilin Battle Team with the loudest applause? Why didn't they use the loudest applause to welcome the Storm Battle Team? There's no other way. After all, they have to give the Blood Qilin race face, said Wind Chime. Alright. Let me see what kind of team the Blood Qilin race will send this time. To be honest, Lin Xian was rather flustered. If the Blood Qilin race really sent a team of 10 Heavenly Dao Realm 4 stars or 5 stars, Lin Xian and company would truly not be their match. Even if Lin Xian had improved a lot this time, his opponents were the Blood Qilin race. Lin Xian found it very difficult. However, Lin Xian felt that the Blood Qilin race might not send all of them with such high cultivation realms. After all, Lin Xian and company's cultivation realms were there for all to see. Be it for the sake of face or training, they should send people with lower cultivation realms. Chapter 1791. 10 figures walked out amidst the enthusiastic applause. They were all men. Furthermore, they were all rather handsome. These 10 people belonged to the category of people who didn't know them. Even if one didn't know that they were from the Blood Qilin race, one could tell at a glance that they weren't simple. Even if they didn't release their spiritual energy or realm, one could tell at a glance. Such a disposition wasn't something ordinary people could possess. When the 10 of them looked at Murong Yu and the other girls, they were all stunned. At first, they didn't notice. Even if the Storm Battle Team spread the news, they couldn't be bothered. Even if the Storm Battle Team spread the news, they couldn't be bothered. Even if they came here to fight, it was arranged by their race. Otherwise, as the noble Blood Qilin race, they would feel that it was an insult to themselves to fight with people who could only earn heaven and earth spirit treasures here. But now, they didn't think so. Heavens! What sort of godly team was this? Each and every one of these beautiful women simply stunned them. Lin Xian swept his gaze across the 10 people. Good news. Only 2 of them are at the Heavenly Dao Realm at 5 stars. The other 8 are at the Heavenly Dao Realm at 2 stars. Lin Xian said. Clearly, the Blood Qilin race had sent people to fight Lin Xian's team. If they were to send a bunch of Heavenly Dao Realm at 4 or 5 stars, they would lose face. However, they didn't want to lose too much. However, they didn't want to lose so easily. Therefore, they sent out 2 Heavenly Dao Realm 5 stars to hold the fort. 5 stars. They pondered slightly. Lin Xian said, "Leave the 2 Heavenly Dao Realm at 5 stars to me. Even if it's the Blood Qilin race, I shouldn't have any problems. I'll leave the rest to you. Listen to little Yuyu's instructions." Alright. If others were to hear Lin Xian's words, they would definitely be shocked to death. What? You, a Heavenly Dao Realm at 2 stars, claim that you won't have any problems facing 2 Heavenly Dao Realm at 5 stars? Alright, taking a step back, even if you can, you are facing the Blood Qilin race, a member of the Orthodox Qilin bloodline, Shui Qilin. After all, they were no pushovers. A bunch of 1-star Heavenly Dao Realm and 2-star Heavenly Dao Realm warriors actually managed to achieve a 99 win streak. This is the first time this has happened to you. Not bad. Blood Kirin Team's captain, Blood Battle, walked over and smiled at Lin Xian. Of course, he was mainly talking to the group of girls. Lin Xian was especially displeased with his tone. Not bad. Don't F*King talk like you're their elder. Even if you're over 1,000 years old, humans are different from demons. Speaking of which, they're about the same age as Lin Xian, maybe a few years older than Lin Xian and the others. They look down on others and themselves. And then? Lin Xian asked. And then? Blood Battle smiled and said, then you'll be defeated by us. After all, the difference in realms is obvious. Of course, even if there's no difference in realms, we can still crush you in the same realm. There's no doubt about that. But if you lose, you lose. Don't feel indignant, because losing to us doesn't mean that you're weak. Zhuge Feng couldn't help but laugh. Then what if you lose? Ling Ying asked. Lose? Ha ha ha. Blood Battle and the others laughed. Then I'd like to see what ability you have to make us lose. Then, the beautiful host said, all right, then let's invite both parties to enter the arena. Then, both parties entered the arena. It was snow again. I hereby announce that the competition has officially begun. Lin Xian and the others stood there, waiting for the Blood Qilin race to arrive. Lin Xian, they look down on us, so they must be very conceited. The Blood Qilin race is a powerful force, isn't it? Wang Xintong nodded. Yes, yes. The Blood Qilin race is one of the most powerful races among the demon race. Their attributes are quite special, and they don't belong to the normal attributes. It's a type of attribute called battle. You could also say that they have no attributes. The Blood Qilin race has many bloodline powers, but they're all related to blood. For example, the Blood Realm, Blood Pact, and so on. Lin Xian, that's actually quite easy to deal with. Purely increasing one's battle prowess was actually easier to deal with than some powers with special effects. No, actually, you couldn't say that. It was just that they weren't difficult enough to deal with. They were purely suppressing one's battle prowess. But absolute battle prowess was also an easy way to end a battle. The Blood Qilin race was just like that. They used absolute battle prowess to end a battle. Their strength, defense, speed, and other attributes were all very balanced. It's very troublesome, all right? It's said that when the Blood Qilin race activates some of their powers, it can even increase all their stats at the Heavenly Dao realm by 5 times. This doesn't include their other means to increase their battle prowess. If they have any more, they can double it, increasing all their stats by 10 times. Feng Ling said. Lin Xian then said, it's fine. That's why I said they are conceited, especially since all of you are so beautiful. Furthermore, they are certain that they will definitely win. Therefore, they will definitely have the intention of having some fun at the beginning of the battle. Don't use your full strength either. Just act as though you can't do a thing to them. They won't use their full strength either. Once I finish off the 2 Heavenly Dao Realm 5 stars, the rest will be nothing to me. Then I'll have to rely on you alone again. Ling Ying said helplessly. Yes, the main thing is that my strength is enough to end the match. Of course, all of you are very important as well. Got it, got it. They nodded. At that moment, the 10 Blood Qilin race members walked over leisurely. Everyone, don't be nervous. Why are all of you so nervous? Bloody Battle looked at Lin Xian and company and laughed. The main reason was that Lin Xian and company had already conjured their spirit artifacts. Don't lose when the time comes. Lin Xian said nonchalantly as he lit a cigarette. Bloody Battle was most displeased with Lin Xian. F***K. What realm are you at to posture here? He was just a human. Why did he have the power of a phoenix? That wasn't important. He was a human. Even if he had the power of a phoenix, it wasn't the full power of a phoenix. Furthermore, he was only at the 2-star realm. Although he had defeated and even killed a few Heavenly Dao Realm 5 stars, they were nothing but a bunch of trash in Bloody Battle's eyes. He could easily and simply kill them. He could even fight across realms. It wasn't impossible for him to fight 7 stars. Attack! Bloody Battle targeted Lin Xian directly. Chapter 1792. In Bloody Battle's eyes, only Storm's Lin Xian posed the greatest threat. As for the others, they weren't a threat at all. This was because many of the previous battles had relied on Lin Xian. Although each of them had displayed extremely exaggerated combat strength in the subsequent 90 consecutive victories, Lin Xian was still the best when it came to ending a match. Although Bloody War didn't care too much about it, as long as he got rid of Lin Xian, he would be able to play with this group of sisters. However, could Lin Xian do as he wished? That was impossible. A Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star Blood Qilin charging at Lin Xian, a Heavenly Dao Realm 2-star Blood Qilin, was a terrifying matter. However, in the audience stands, there were some special people watching this martial arts competition. The first batch was naturally the few experts from the Blood Qilin clan. They naturally came to watch a battle between juniors from their clan. After all, the Blood Qilin clan held a competition every few years. Furthermore, they were rather interested in Lin Xian. "What do you think of this battle?" asked an elder. "What else can I think of it?" "Seventh elder, do you really think that the Storm battle team can win?" said another elder. The 7th elder shook his head. "That's not necessarily the case. I think that as long as this human Lin Xian can quickly finish Bloody Battle, they still have a chance of winning. After all, Lin Xian has killed countless Heavenly Dao Realm 5 stars. Kills. How can those Heavenly Dao Realm 5 stars be compared to Bloody Battle? There's no comparison, but they aren't weak. Besides, how can you be sure that Lin Xian used his full strength?" "Seventh elder, what do you mean by that?" "Shuizhan is a Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star, while Lin Xian is a Heavenly Dao Realm 2-star. Do you really think that the Heavenly Dao Realm 2-star Lin Xian can defeat the Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star Shuizhan? Besides, it's not just Bloody Battle. Then what if I say that Lin Xian might have been in MT Heavenly Demon all this while?" "What?" Upon hearing that, the surrounding elders were rendered speechless. And the other person was Mu Qianshuang. Yes, although she had told Lin Xian that she wouldn't be coming, Lin Xian had specially invited her, so she still came. Of course, she had another reason for coming. She wanted to see how much Lin Xian had improved over the past few months in Empty Heavenly Demon. She knew that although it seemed like he had only been outside for a few months, it was very likely that Lin Xian was several years. However, when she saw that Lin Xian's had been a Heavenly Dao Realm 2-star, He Xian's improvement was raised for cultivation logically speaking. He was a Xian's for heavenly, was he? Shi Xian, for heavenly demon, for the heavens Xian, a Xian's. Could it be that he wasn't in empty heavenly demon? That's not right. According to the intelligence, Lin Xian should have been brought to empty heavenly demon by Su Qining. That was likely correct. He must have obtained something. Mu Qianshuang watched carefully. "What are you pretending for?" Lin Xian looked at Bloody Battle who was charging at him. Yes, the strength he released was very strong, but he didn't use any King martial techniques or mental cultivation sutras. He didn't even use any spiritual artifacts. All he did was release his spiritual energy with a punch. What the K are you pretending for? Realm-lowering domain. Realm-raising domain. As for Lin Xian, he didn't like such posturing. Furthermore, this was Lin Xian's opportunity. For a conceited person, his first move was always the one with the greatest flaw. Then, Lin Xian only needed to use one move to make him lose his combat strength. All that was left was a Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star, and Lin Xian had the ability to make him lose his combat strength. Furthermore, Lin Xian wanted to grab this opportunity. The release of 2 domains instantly pulled down the gap between them. Lin Xian's realm rose to 3 stars, while the Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star Bloody Battle's realm dropped to 3 stars. At that instant, Bloody Battle could not help but panic. What? He knew that Lin Xian had the power to lower a warrior's realm. In fact, he had taken it seriously. This was because he knew that Lin Xian was able to kill a Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star because he could lower his opponent's realm. For a Heavenly Dao Realm 2-star to lower a Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star's realm was ridiculous. However, Bloody War was thinking about how he could block or react to it before it was successfully used on him. He was Bloody Battle, not some other piece of trash. Then, he realized that he was wrong. Without any warning. Immediately, a force acted on his body, causing his cultivation realm to drop from 5 stars to 3 stars of the Heavenly Dao realm. To Bloody Battle, his absolute confidence stemmed from the fact that he was from the Blood Qilin race. There was another important reason. He knew that his realm was enough to crush them, but all of a sudden, his realm was equal to Lin Xian's. He had indeed panicked at that instant. As for Lin Xian, he did not give him any chance to react. Law of Creation, 3rd level of the Supreme Sage Heart Technique, Strength Multiplies. With these 3 powers activated, Lin Xian's stats instantly increased by more than 10 times. If the Blood Qilin could do it, so could Lin Xian. Bloody Battle sensed Lin Xian's aura. Midway through his charge, a sanguine glow suffused his body. Blood packed. He felt that something would happen if he did not release it. This was because Lin Xian's aura had already exceeded his. Furthermore, it far exceeded his. With the release of the blood-packed, Bloody Battle strength increased by 5 times, no, 10 times. This was because he had also released another heart technique. But, both of them were at 5 stars of the Heavenly Dao realm and had their strength increased by 10 times. Was Lin Xian afraid of him? No. However, it was impossible for Lin Xian to make him lose his combat strength with this move. However, Lin Xian had to use this move to make him lose his combat strength. Therefore, Heretical God Force. Heretical God Force could be used as little as possible, but that did not mean it could not be used. It was unknown how much the Heretical God Force could increase Lin Xian's strength, but at the very least, it did not increase at all. At that moment, the black energy that lingered around Lin Xian's body was the Heretical God Force. Just this thing alone was enough for Lin Xian to make up for the difference of 1 star or even more. Boom! Their fists collided. Gotcha! Amidst the loud collision, there was a very faint sound, but many people heard it. It sounded like the sound of bones breaking. But whose bones were broken? Everyone felt that it was Lin Xian. It was impossible for it to be the Blood Qilin's Bloody Battle. That was the Blood Qilin. Ah! There was a scream. What? Chapter 1793. Everyone could tell who the scream belonged to. It was definitely not Lin Xian's. When the dust settled, everyone looked at the scene in shock. Blood Battle's right arm was crippled. In fact, a crippled arm only needed time for a person at his level to recover. Therefore, Lin Xian's strike had been measured. But he couldn't really cripple him, right? This battle was different from the previous ones. If he really crippled him, he would have offended the Blood Qilin clan. However, Blood Battle's present situation wasn't a big deal. It just meant that he was basically crippled in this battle. Even if he wasn't, then... Time stop. Lin Xian's time attribute was activated. So, even in Blood Battle's present state, he had no time to react. Even 0.1 seconds was enough. Bang! Lin Xian punched him in the chest, completely depriving him of his combat strength. A Heavenly Dao Realm 5-star had been finished off by Lin Xian. All of this happened in a split second. With the other Blood Qilins being held back by Murong Yu and company, even if they could react in time, they wouldn't have been able to. What? The Blood Qilin clansmen could not help but stand up when they saw this scene. They watched this scene in disbelief. How did this punk do it? It's still Blood Battle's carelessness. He didn't even use a fifth of his strength. He didn't even use a single demonic skill. Although he condensed a blood contract at the critical moment, he didn't have time to use any martial skills. Furthermore, the strength Lin Xian produced is unimaginable. He was careless. He was indeed careless. However, Blood Fiend shouldn't be careless. Blood Fiend was another heavenly Dao realm 5-star. Perhaps he had been careless in the past, but now, he had witnessed Blood Battle being defeated by Lin Xian. He would definitely use all his strength to fight Lin Xian. But, what was that black energy that wrapped around Lin Xian's body? Everyone could tell that Lin Xian's strength was about the same as Blood Battle's. In their eyes, Blood Battle might even have the advantage. They had increased their strength by so many times, but Blood Battle was a blood Qilin. He was a race that was extremely strong in melee combat. Therefore, the reason Lin Xian was able to defeat Shui Zhan with a single strike wasn't because of Lin Xian's overwhelming strength, but because of the black energy. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Perhaps I can only find out when I face it personally. Right now, I just look at it and have no clue. It's not simple. It's indeed not simple. Damn it. This person. The other 9 blood Qilin the Blood Battle size, their eyes narrowed. Everyone, pay attention. Don't be careless. I'll deal with that person. After Blood Fiend said battle's level 2, Blood Fiend didn't hesitate to release the blood contract. That was because he had seen Shui Zhan lose to Lin Xian even after releasing the blood contract. So, why shouldn't he release it? He had to. Lin Xian's eyes narrowed. Whoosh! The holy sword appeared in his hand. The realm reduction area was still active. When Blood Fiend entered Lin Xian's area, his terrifying aura dropped sharply, but he was still very strong. I have to end this quickly. Lin Xian kept his area active every minute and every second, which consumed a lot of spiritual power. If this dragged on, Blood Fiend would be exhausted to death. However, it was clear that Blood Fiend wouldn't be as easy to deal with as Blood Battle. Blood Battle lost because he was careless, but Blood Fiend wouldn't be careless. Take this. Blood movement. A monstrous blood-red color erupted from his body. His aura was unimaginable. Lin Xian could truly feel the power of this bloodline. Space jump. Whoosh. Lin Xian obviously couldn't face Blood Fiend head-on with this move. This move was too powerful, and it wasn't even Blood Fiend's strongest move. It was 2F** King Fierce. However, Lin Xian could try to use Star Fall. However, Star Fall might not be enough. This was because even though Star Fall was extremely powerful, its area of effect was even more terrifying. Lin Xian was unable to gather the power of tens of thousands of stars into a single point. If Lin Xian could gather the power of tens of thousands of stars into a single point, then there would be no martial skill in the world that could compare to it. However, it could be done, but it was difficult for Lin Xian. He needed to practice. Boom! A terrifying force bombarded Lin Xian's original position. I'd like to see if you can still overturn the heavens. Blood Fiend's eyes narrowed. However, Lin Xian had already appeared behind him. Space. Blood Fiend's eyes narrowed. Damn it! Time was truly a troublesome power. Do you only know how to dodge? Blood Fiend turned and stared at Lin Xian. Lin Xian didn't say anything. Fine, then let me see if you'll run out of spiritual power first with your domain. Then, Blood Fiend charged at Lin Xian again. Obviously, Lin Xian would run out of spiritual power first. In the eyes of outsiders, they felt that Lin Xian couldn't handle it anymore. In fact, that was indeed the case. The Blood Qilin clan's powerful bloodline and power were too terrifying. Whoosh! Lin Xian reached out and a sword appeared in his other hand. Shenyuan's sword. Lin Xian held 2 swords in both hands and his aura soared. He couldn't use Starfall because its effect wasn't enough and it consumed too much spiritual power. So now, how could Lin Xian defeat him? 1 sword. Whoosh! Then, Lin Xian went up to him. You're courting death. When Blood Fiend saw that Lin Xian dared to charge at him, he couldn't wait. Blood Spirit. Blood filled the air as a sword fell from the sky and landed in his hand. It didn't matter if he dragged it out because Lin Xian would lose in the end. Since you want to compete with me, I'll do as you wish. So what if you have 2 swords? Lin Xian withdrew his domain. Bloodfiend was stunned. What? Did he withdraw his domain? His spiritual power was insufficient? That shouldn't be. Why did Lin Xian withdraw his spiritual power? Compete with swords? Then Bloodfiend had fallen for Lin Xian's trap. Whoosh! 2 figures charged at each other and their swords were extremely fast. But Lin Xian was at an absolute disadvantage. Because of the difference in realm, the difference in power was huge. Lin Xian was completely suppressed. This Lin Xian can't hold on anymore. That's right. After all, this is the Blood Kirin clan. The disparity between their cultivation levels is too great. Furthermore, he doesn't dare to continue releasing his domain. That means that he has already lost. His teammates won't be able to help him at all. It's only a matter of time. Chapter 1794. Lin Xian and Xue Xia kept flashing and attacking, but Lin Xian kept retreating. There was an absolute difference in strength between the two. Ha ha ha, is that all you've got? It looks like you don't have much strength left after using all your strength. Then, you will lose because you don't have what it takes to fight me. Domain, activate. The moment Xue Xia activated his domain, his strength increased exponentially. Clearly, Xue Xia's domain was used to increase his combat power. It was very compatible with the Blood Kirin's attributes. So, after his combat power increased, how could Lin Xian continue to fight him with just 1 sword? 1 sword needed to slowly increase its strength, but right now, its strength hadn't increased yet. He still needed a few thousand more swords to do so. But Lin Xian wasn't someone to be trifled with. Although he was worried about overusing his spiritual power, he couldn't possibly use that much strength to continue fighting, could he? But Lin Xian had to keep attacking. Realm Reduction Domain. Xue Xia's 5-star Heavenly Dao Realm Strength exploded, but Lin Xian reduced his strength to 3-star Heavenly Dao Realm Strength. Pang pang pang. Lin Xian's dual swords also increased his combat power by a lot. Lin Xian's dual swords aren't low grade. Yeah, those dual swords make up for his lack of strength. Strange, Xue Xia is having such a hard time ending the fight even though he's using so much strength? This Lin Xian. Hiss. Why is his defense so strong? What? Because the difference in strength between the two was huge, Xue Xia's sword pierced Lin Xian's stomach and caused him to bleed, but it didn't pierce through. This caused everyone to reveal a shocked expression. How can this be? He's wearing a spirit weapon? No, he's not wearing a spirit weapon. There's no sign of him using any power. It's as if his body forcibly blocked the sword from piercing through his body. That's Xue Xia's sword. His body can block it and not be pierced? I can't accept this. That's right. Lin Xian had indeed blocked it because of his powerful physique. Now, Lin Xian's physique had reached 4-star Heavenly Dao Realm Strength. Elder, he won't lose, right? Someone from the Blood Kirin clan looked at the Elder. The Elder frowned. Xue Xia can't do anything to that punk? He couldn't tell. Logically speaking, Xue Xia was much stronger than Lin Xian, so why couldn't he do anything to him? But how was he able to withstand it? S's had released strengths Means's blood had had a blood contract, had a blood contract released his ASS, S had also had was his had his S, he can, another old man said. Take a look. Although Xue Xia has yet to end the battle, he has completely dominated the battle. Furthermore, this Lin Xian is slowly reaching his limits. Taking a step back, even if he drags it out, he can drag out the battle until Lin Xian loses. However, our Blood Kirin clan is actually unable to end the battle with someone so much weaker. It's really... However, this Lin Xian is indeed very strong. His combat strength should be among the top humans. It should be. Xue Sha is only at the middle of the pack in the Blood Kirin clan, so it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, that's true. It's just that I'm a little uneasy. This Xue Sha clearly has even stronger strength. Why is he fighting Lin Xian with his sword? He should have just released a stronger Fei technique to end the battle. I'm just worried that he might fall for Lin Xian's trap. After all, I've heard of how sinister that punk can be. Time slowly passed. Everyone felt that this Lin Xian was about to reach his limit. His spiritual power was probably depleted, and his physical strength was about to run out. Furthermore, Lin Xian had many injuries all over his body. Although they all looked like superficial wounds, his arms had to be under a lot of pressure from continuously receiving stronger attacks. However, Lin Xian wasn't finished off. Lin Xian didn't even use the heretical god's power. This was because Lin Xian's sword had already cut down enough. Now, the one who felt that something was wrong was Xue Sha. Initially, Xue Sha's every sword attack was very easy. However, he now realized that his strength was getting closer and closer to Lin Xian's. This wasn't right. Logically speaking, as the battle continued, Lin Xian should be the one who was more exhausted. His strength should be getting lower and lower. Why was he getting stronger and stronger? Furthermore, at this moment, Lin Xian's two swords were exploding with power that was about to change his offense. No. Something was very wrong. Xue Sha felt that something was very wrong. It's my turn. The corners of Lin Xian's mouth curled up slightly. Shua shua shua, the two swords in his hands were getting faster and stronger. What? Many people couldn't help but stand up. What's going on? He's actually changing his offense? He's actually starting to suppress Xue Sha? How can this be? How did he mysteriously go from being at a disadvantage to being at an advantage? His strength seems to be getting stronger and stronger. Not good. The Blood Kirin clan elder frowned. It's one sword. What? One sword? You mean, the one sword from Mount Tianyao? The Blood Kirin clan elder nodded. That's right, the one sword from Mount Tianyao. I didn't notice it before. Sure enough, this was all part of this kid's plan. From now on, although there is an absolute gap between Lin Xian and Xue Sha, his strength has reached a level where he is not weaker than Xue Sha. Xue Sha no longer has an advantage in terms of cultivation. Mu Qian Shuang looked at Lin Xian. Sure enough. He had indeed become the disciple of that person from Mount Tianyao. Sure enough, they were still opponents. What her master said was right. That person from Mount Tianyao had indeed taken a liking to Lin Xian. Perhaps it was within reason. It was just that the truth was now confirmed. Mu Qian Shuang stood up and walked away. Because there was nothing left to see. Lin Xian had already won. This Lin Xian was insidious. Although he had countless big moves, he didn't use them. This was because he knew that even if he used big moves, he wouldn't necessarily win the mid-level battle. This was the Blood Kirin clan. Lin Xian had provoked Xue Sha's fighting spirit and made him fight with him. Would Xue Sha use big moves when he had the advantage? Obviously, Xue Sha didn't. So, he fell for Lin Xian's trap. He let Lin Xian use one sword to gather his strength. It was too late. The strength of Lin Xian's sword had already surpassed Xue Sha's, and it would only get stronger and stronger. Unless Xue Sha finished the battle, otherwise. Chapter 1795. Blood Fiend was alarmed. How did Lin Xian become so strong? Blood pact. It's too late. Lin Xian's eyes focused. Following that, he went all out. Lin Xian no longer needed to hide the remaining spiritual energies. Heretical God Force, Laws of Creation, Paramount Sage Heart Sutra, Strength Multiplied, and 2 domains were released. He went all out. Pudong, a few minutes later, Blood Fiend was lying on the snowy ground, charred black. He had lost his combat strength. Hua, everyone was alarmed and in an uproar, they stood up. This Their faces were filled with disbelief. He won. In fact, they didn't even understand how he had managed to win the battle. And clearly, the two Heavenly Tao Realm 5 stars from the Blood Qilin race had lost their combat strength. As long as Lin Xian still had combat strength, the remaining people, Lin Xian swallowed an elixir and targeted the others. 15 minutes later, the battle ended. Everyone from the Blood Qilin race had lost their combat strength. Are you all right? Lin Xian looked at them. They were more or less injured. It's nothing serious. Yeah, we won. Lin Xian. Shua, with a flash, they vanished from their spots and appeared outside. Outside, there was thunderous applause. It was the cheers of the crowd. Elder, we lost. The Blood Qilin race elder looked at Lin Xian. We were a step too late. He sighed. Elder, what's the meaning of this? If we had been a step earlier, this Lin Xian might have become a member of our Blood Qilin race. Now, he is a member of MT Tianyao. So what? Everyone knows that if one obtains 100 victories, they will obtain the power of our Blood Qilin race's blood essence. However, they have to join our Blood Qilin race. Otherwise, they will be eliminated. This is an unspoken rule that everyone knows. How dare he defy it? How dare he defy it? The elder looked at them and said, don't forget that he didn't dare defy it in the past. But now, he has Mtianyao backing him. Do you think he dares to defy it? That's right. He's from Mount Tianyao. We have to think about it carefully. Are we just going to give these things to him for free? And we won't get any benefits? The elder pondered for a moment. Clearly, we can't be enemies now. As for the benefits, perhaps we can become friends in the future? This can be considered a benefit. Elder, what if we can't become friends? The elder stood up. This old man has made up his mind. So be it. The beautiful host landed on the ground. Let us congratulate the Storm team once again. They have defeated the Blood Kirin team and obtained their 100 victories. Once again, he has created a legend. Thunderous applause rang out. Next, let us invite the seniors of the Blood Qilin clan. The 8th elder of the Blood Qilin clan walked forward. Lin Xian looked at him. Strong. I can't tell how strong he is. The surroundings quieted down. The 8th elder walked past them. Good. Not bad. The 10 of you are the strongest so far. Although there have been teams that have defeated my Blood Qilin clan, they were all at the same level. As for you, your average level is much lower than my Blood Qilin clan. However, all 10 of you are in good condition. 9 of you are at the Heavenly Tao Realm 1 star and Heavenly Tao Realm 2 stars. Against 8 Heavenly Tao Realm 2 stars of the Blood Qilin clan, you were able to hold on for so long. You even beat 2 of them until they almost lost the battle. Then, he looked at Lin Xian. And you? The 8th elder stared at Lin Xian. Once in 100 years. He said these 4 words. Lin Xian cupped his fists. Senior, you are too kind. Ha ha ha. The 8th elder laughed. Then, he patted Lin Xian on the shoulder. If you want to come to the Blood Qilin clan in the future, you are always welcome. Hua, hearing this, the crowd was in an uproar. What? What does this Blood Qilin clan elite mean by this? Does he mean, he knows that these people won't join the Blood Qilin clan, but he's still going to let them go? I think, that's right, this person is from Mount Tianyao. The Blood Qilin clan must be afraid of Mount Tianyao, so they can't follow their usual practices. Yes. Mount Tianyao. Lin Xian nodded. Then I will respectfully accept your offer. The 8th elder nodded. Whoosh, then, 10 drops of essence blood flew out, glowing with a blood-red light. They flew in front of the 10 of them, and the aura that erupted from them instantly suppressed the entire Death Corner arena. Lin Xian felt this aura, and he was inwardly shocked. A single drop of essence blood from the Blood Qilin clan was terrifying. Lin Xian believed that the Blood Qilins he had encountered before were only mediocre among the Blood Qilins. Although they were mediocre, compared to the rest of the blood chelants, they were still terrifying existences. So, how powerful were the truly top-tier blood chelants, or existences with such a bloodline, exactly? Lin Xian had never experienced such a thing before. That's right. Mu Qianshuang and Su Qining should be about the same. They should be at the pinnacle, but they were not at the same realm. Lin Xian could not sense it clearly. "Take these," said the eighth elder. "Take these," said the eighth elder. They slowly extended their hands and placed the drops of essence blood that contained immense power in their palms. Then, they placed them into their interspatial rings. "Keep up the good work. I hope to see all of you continue to shine on this continent." The eighth elder patted Lin Xian on the shoulder before walking away. "Thank you, senior." Following that, the 10 of them left immediately. They came to an uninhabited place to recuperate, cultivate, and refine the blood chelan essence blood. 3 days later, the 10 of them opened their eyes one after another. Everyone had entered the heavenly Tao realm at 2 stars. Lin Xian and Murong, you remained at 2 stars. This essence blood is terrifying. My strength has increased by an unknown amount. Wang Xintong could not help but exclaim in shock. Han Chuxue nodded. This is their strength. Apart from advancing to 2 stars of the heavenly Tao realm, this drop of essence blood has also greatly increased our combat strength. It's hard to imagine how powerful such existences are. Lin Xian asked, if you were to face those blood chelants in a one-on-one battle, would you be able to defeat them? Windling said, I'm about the same, but I should only be able to defeat them if I'm at the same realm. I won't be able to defeat them if I'm 1 star weaker. Yes, that's about the same. I definitely won't be able to defeat them. Wang Xintong whispered. Lin Xian smiled as he patted her hair. It's fine. This was because Wang Xintong was different from everyone else. Everyone's attributes were mostly combat attributes. Her water and light attributes did not improve much when faced with such a level of opponents. Alright. It's about time. Let's return to the human race. Chapter 1796. Among the humans. Lin Xian and company returned directly. After returning, everyone went their separate ways. After all, they had already been away for a year. Even if they were back now, there was nothing for them to do right away. Arabati, I'm back. When Lin Xian returned home, the first thing he saw was little Sheshe sitting on the sofa. Another year had passed and little Sheshe was already 2 years old. She was extremely beautiful. "Oh, my little Sheshe, Daddy's kiss." Lin Xian could not help but lean over and hug her. Then, he kissed her forcefully, causing her to look at him in disdain. Little Tianyi sat by the side as she looked at Lin Xian with her big eyes in anticipation. Of course, there's also my little Tianyi. Lin Xian also kissed little Tianyi forcefully. Linglong Shui knew that Lin Xian was returning today, so she was already preparing dinner at home. You have gained a lot from this trip. Yi Ranbing poured a cup of water for Lin Xian and placed it on the table. Huang Shi had already returned and was not here. That's right. This trip to the demon race was indeed very rewarding. I'm already at the 2-star heavenly Tao realm. Lin Xian grinned. Bing Lingyue was helping Linglong Shui in the kitchen. Tisk. Linglong Yue made a tisk sound. Tsk your head. In the past, your realm crushed mine. Now that my realm is higher than yours, what's there to tisk about? Lin Xian glared at her. I'm a demon. How can demons be the same as you humans? Ling Longyue glared back at Lin Xian indignantly. Trash. You're the trash. Ling Long Shui walked out with soup. Let's eat. She looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. Coming. Little Sheshe, little Tianyi, I'll bring you to eat. Then they sat around the table. You went to Mount Tianyao? Linglong Shui asked Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. That's right. It's that senior from before. I'm now her disciple. It's a good thing. But I don't know much about Mount Tianyao. Lin Xian. The heavenly demon mountain is a representative of a power. Although there aren't many people on the mountain, the power represented by the heavenly demon mountain is an overlord among the demon race. I see. Lin Xian said as he ate a mouthful of food. Remember to consolidate your realm. Linglong Shui said. Lin Xian nodded. Don't worry, I know. Previously, Lin Xian's cultivation level was not high. Now, he has already reached the heavenly Tao. Bing Lingyue sighed. What's the use? You're still going to be beaten up by Big Sister. Ling Longyue mumbled. F*CK. I think you are getting more and more mischievous recently. Do you believe that I won't hang you up and spank you? Then, Tianyi and little Sheshe happily clapped their hands. The two of you. I doted on you for nothing. Ling Longyue pouted. What plans do you have after this? Yi Renbing looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. After this, as Lin Xian ate, he thought, I don't have many plans. Since I'm already a heavenly Tao, I'll slowly raise my realm. Then, I'll resolve the evil fiend temple's matter. After that, it will be a matter of humans and demons. It's fine as long as everyone is fine. The main thing was that Lin Xian had already passed the stage of fighting. He was already at the 2-star heavenly Tao realm, so what couldn't he pass? The demons haven't been very peaceful recently. Some demon factions have been constantly probing the humans. Furthermore what? Lin Xian looked at Linglong Shui. Some secrets of Lin and City might have been leaked. Oh. What secrets can there be in Lin and City? It's the land of the dragon vein. Leaked. Lin Xian frowned. It was likely leaked by the Yong family. They have already lost the ability to compete for Lin and City. Now, Lin and City is in the hands of our Art Pavilion Corporation. They can't compete, so they might have leaked the news to other factions or family clans. It resulted in many experts secretly entering Lin and City to investigate this matter. Let them investigate. What can they find out? Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. After all, the territory was his. There should be quite a number of treasures or worldly treasures appearing. Furthermore, Lin and City's spiritual energy has been surging recently. It feels like the dragon vein is about to appear, or a top-grade worldly treasure. Lin Xian pondered. Then, these things should be ours, right? Lin Xian asked. It should be. After all, we have already bought the land. It's considered our private property. Then what right do they have to snatch it? Lin Xian ate. Some things don't make sense. Since Lin and City is yours, don't you need to consider some things because of this matter? I'll let Bai Xian consider this. I'm not suitable for these things. Okay. After eating, they leaned on the sofa and chatted while watching TV. Xiao Linglong, Little Bing Bing, if the humans and the demon clan fight, what will you do? Lin Xian rested his head on Linglong Shui's snow-white thighs. Neutral. They said faintly. Yes, what could they do? What else could they do besides being neutral? As a demon, it was difficult for them to say that they would fight against the demon clan for the humans. At most, they would protect a certain place. But they couldn't help the demon clan fight against the humans. That's enough. I reckon that there will be a fight soon. Lin Xian watched some of the news reports on the TV. They were all about small-scale attacks that had happened in various places recently. Forget it, I don't want to think about it anymore. Let's go to sleep. Lin Xian sat up and hugged Linglong Shui, who was beside him. Little Sheshe pouted and quickly pulled Lin Xian's hand, trying to pry Lin Xian's hand away from Linglong Shui's waist. What? You want two more? Yi Renbing saw this scene and said with a slight smile. This person was getting more and more impudent. Hey, that's not true. Let little Sheshe and little Tian sleep on the other side. Let's sleep together. I don't have any other intentions. I just want to chat with you guys. Think about it. chatting in the dark until you feel sleepy and then sleep. How comfortable would that be? Lin Xian said with a grin. How could they believe Lin Xian's words? After all, they had known each other for a long time. What was the main reason? They couldn't allow Lin Xian to have sex with them alone. Maybe in the future, but definitely not now. It's getting late. Let's rest. Yi Renbing carried little Tian away and returned to her room. Bing Lingyue, on the other hand, pulled little She She away. Obviously, they were giving Lin Xian and Linglong Shui space. They all knew that Linglong Shui was destined to be a special existence to Lin Xian. She was more special than them. Simply put, between them, Linglong Shui was the main wife. Chapter 1797. Lin Xian rubbed his hands and looked at Linglong Shui. Linglong Shui also knew what would happen next. There was no need to think too much about her relationship with Lin Xian now. They were indeed an old couple. He, Xiao Linglong. Lin Xian then returned to the room with Linglong Shui. They hadn't seen each other for a year. Did Linglong Shui miss Lin Xian? Of course, she missed him. After taking a shower, Lin Xian went to bed and hugged Linglong Shui's delicate body. Xiao Linglong, I missed you so much. Lin Xian rubbed against her. Linglong Shui's pretty face was slightly red. Yes. Did you miss me? Yes. She softly said, yes. Our little She She is slowly growing up. It's pretty good. It's not good. Yes. Linglong Shui looked at Lin Xian in confusion. Why? Think about it. The older she grows up, the more disobedient she will be. She's so cute now, but when she grows up, she won't be cute anymore. She can kiss and hug you whenever she wants, but when she grows up, she won't be able to. Lin Xian said with a smile. She has to grow up eventually. It's good to grow up. Good my ass. When she grows up, she has to get married. Who can bear to do that? Linglong Shui smiled slightly. What about little Tianyi? He has to learn from me and ruin more beautiful girls. So, you don't want your daughter to find a boyfriend, but you want your son to find more girlfriends. Linglong Shui said helplessly. You have to understand how a father feels. Then why don't I? Because you're a mother. Mothers and fathers think differently. Linglong Shui didn't understand. For example, if your father sees you getting married, he will definitely feel the same way. Almost all the fathers in the world are like this, more or less. Linglong Shui nodded. All right, let's get down to business. Linglong Shui. The next day, Lu Yufan, Yi Yi, Zhao Yunqi, and the other maidservants came to visit with gifts. Originally, Lin Xian was going to take the initiative to look for them. Who would have thought that they would come looking for him? This made Lin Xian feel quite embarrassed. According to them, they were here to see little She She and little Tianyi, not Lin Xian. Everyone's realm improved very quickly. Everyone put their minds on cultivation because they knew that Lin Xian was no longer on the same path as them. Lin Xian had reached such a high realm. They couldn't be a burden to Lin Xian. Even if they couldn't reach the heavenly Tao realm, they had to become celestial venerables or great void realm. Lin Xian also accompanied them for a day. The next morning, he went to the art pavilion group. Hey, young Master Lin. Murong Qing looked at Lin Xian with a smile. Stop fooling around. What's the matter? Lin Xian and Murong Qing walked into the office together. Luo Chenxi was also waiting for Lin Xian in the office. Luo Chenxi poured a cup of tea for Lin Xian. Sit down and talk. They sat there. Recently, many people from various factions have come to us to talk about some matters in Lin and City. Everyone's focus is on the matter of the dragon vein in Lin and City that you mentioned previously. Some of them are willing to pay an unimaginable price, or even 10 times the price we paid previously, to buy a certain piece of land. They are eager to have a piece of land in Lin and City that isn't too small. Lin Xian lit a cigarette. They want to have a piece of land. This way, after the dragon vein erupts, they will have the right to use a small part of Lin and city. It's like this. They have used countless methods, but to no avail. They can only compromise. Morong Ching said. Then don't compromise with them. Yes, I know. However, there are more and more people like this. Therefore, this news should have spread within the top factions. This shouldn't be a secret anymore. Luo Chenxi said. Lin Xian had never thought that he could hide this matter. What's the point? Even if they don't have a piece of land in Lin and city, they can still come in. It's not like Lin and city is sealed off. Lin Xian asked. There is still a point. For example, the interference of the three major factions. The three major factions will definitely do their best to protect Lin and city. Lin and city is now ours. Those families and factions will definitely want to enter Lin and city. However, in this case, they can only send people. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. Then what do you want me to do now? Lin Xian asked. Increase our forces. We must have the capital to protect Lin and city. In short, some big families and factions can use all kinds of methods to occupy a certain piece of land in Lin and city even if we don't give up on Lin and city. They can act shamelessly and almost occupy those places for themselves. What the three major factions do is to protect Lin and city. Therefore, these things that are bound to happen must be handled by us. We need to have the capital to do so. Lin Xian pondered. How's the Azura Palace? Bai Xianxian has made the Azura Palace develop quickly and in an orderly manner. However, it's not enough. Therefore, I've asked you to come here in hopes that you can think of a way to increase the Azura Palace's strength by tens of times or even more. You have to know that times have changed. In the past, it was difficult to see Heavenly Dao Realm experts. But now, Heavenly Dao Realm experts from various top factions have appeared. There are even powerful Heavenly Dao Realm experts at your age. The Azura Palace's strength is not enough. Clearly, Lin Xian knew why Morong Qing had asked him to come here. This was because many people from the Azura Palace came here for benefits. Lin Xian could give them such benefits, but they couldn't. Lin Xian took a puff of his cigarette and said, "It's simple." Huh? They looked at Lin Xian with some doubts. Aren't those big families and factions coming for the dragon's vein? Then you can use this to attract other experts. Although we don't know what benefits the dragon's vein has, it's obvious that many people want to come. Then, we can use this to attract them. The two women pondered for a moment. You mean, whatever those big families want, we'll give it to those top experts who are willing to join the Azura Palace. Moreover, there are only so many things. Let's see how they compete. Morong Qing's beautiful eyes lit up. You're really sinister. Lin Xian chuckled and said, How can you say that I'm sinister? I'm the one who chooses my own path. No one knows what will happen in Lin and city under the dragon vein. The only thing I know is that the spiritual energy there is dense. However, Lin and city isn't sealed off and they want more. They think that Lin and city contains countless spiritual items of the heavens and earth that have existed since ancient times, so let them come. I've never said that I want to take everything for myself. Alright, I understand. Then, I'll come up with a plan. Chapter 1798. Lin Xian then went to see Bai Xianxian. Bai Xianxian was in charge of the Azura Palace while Morong Qing and Luo Chenxi were in charge of the Art Xian Group's business. However, Lang Wuxin was also helping Bai Xianxian with the Azura Palace's business. After staying at the Art Xian Group for 4 to 5 days, Lin Xian went to Chengdu. This was because other than the Art Xian Group's business, Lin Xian had another important identity. He was the leader of a small team from the Divine Sanctum. Moreover, Lin Xian was now planning to do something about the evil fiend Hall. Young Master Lin. Lin Xian had just gotten off the plane when a car stopped in front of him. At first, Lin Xian thought that the people from the Divine Sanctum were here to pick him up. However, when Lin Xian got into the car, he he realized that these people were from the Evil Fiend Hall. "What's the matter?" Lin Xian asked. He, it's like this. Young Master Lin should know that Lin and City is the dragon vein of the mainland, right? A middle-aged man in the front passenger seat said with a smile. Yes. Lin Xian nodded. The Evil Fiend Hall is planning to move their base camp to Lin and City. When the time comes, we'll need young Master Lin's help. Lin Xian nodded. This is a small matter. However, where did you get this information? He, I guess it was leaked by the Yong family. Young Master Lin should know about it too. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. Well, I understand. However, how good is the dragon vein? I'm not sure. Well, it's hard to say. However, the central area of the mainland is where the spiritual energy of heaven and earth gathers. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth is the most basic. There are also various spiritual items of heaven and earth. They might even be ancient existences. In short, the benefits must be great. Any force or family would definitely want to have a place in Lin and City or even control some places. The benefits are great. Lin Xian nodded. I understand. So, why are you looking for me now? Ha, that's obviously a good thing. Now that young Master Lin has reached the Heavenly Dao Realm, and has even reached 2 stars of the Heavenly Dao Realm, you have made a name for yourself in the Fey race. Therefore, there are some things that young Master Lin should know. For example, I'm bringing young Master Lin to meet the Hall Master now. Hall Master? The Hall Master of the main palace? He smiled and nodded. That's right, the Hall Master of the main palace. Go to the main palace. Yes, let's go to the main hall. Lin Xian deliberately concealed his excitement. Why are we going to the main palace? I'm not very interested. If there's anything, just tell me directly. There's no need to make a trip. Lin Xian said. Ha, that's still necessary. The Hall Master plans to hand the evil divine palace over to you in a few days. The man laughed. Sorry, I'm not interested in power. I want to be more relaxed, so even if you want to give me the position of Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master, I don't want it. Thank you for your kind intentions. If there's nothing else, let me go. I still have something to do. Lin Xian deliberately acted as if he didn't care in order to not arouse suspicion. However, even if Lin Xian didn't do so, it wouldn't arouse suspicion. This was because in the eyes of the people from the Evil Divine Palace, they were very confident. They were very confident that their poison pill was incurable. They didn't know if Lin Xian was afraid of death, but they knew that Lin Xian was very loyal. His women had all taken the poison pill. Even if it wasn't for himself, for his women, he definitely had to obediently listen to the Evil Divine Palace. Ha, it's fine, it's fine. The main palace isn't far from the divine capital. It's very convenient to make a trip there. Lin Xian nodded. All right then. Then, they drove all the way to a huge manor. This is a manor, and this is the main palace. The man smiled and said, Looks like there's something else inside. Ha, young Master Lin, you'll know once you enter. Then, Lin Xian followed them in. From the outside, one couldn't see anything special. However, when Lin Xian opened his eye of cave spirit, Lin Xian knew that there was indeed something else here. There was a passage here. It could be said that it was a secret realm. After entering the secret realm, there should be another universe. Ha, young Master Lin. A man walked in front of Lin Xian. You are? The Hall Master has been waiting for a long time. Please follow me. Lin Xian nodded and followed him into the secret realm. When they entered the secret realm, there were various halls and ancient castles in front of them. This is the main hall of the Evil Divine Palace. Lin Xian muttered to himself. That's right. The Hall Master has already set up a banquet. Please follow me. Then, he led Lin Xian into a hall. Ha. Welcome. Welcome. After Lin Xian walked in, he saw dozens of people sitting in the hall. When they saw Lin Xian, they all stood up. Leading them was a masked man. He was the Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master. He's young and promising. To reach the 2-star Heavenly Tao realm at such a young age, he has already reached the ranks of the top geniuses of the human race. That's right. He's young and promising. He's indeed young and promising. The people began whispering. Everyone, you're too polite. Lin Xian said. Come, sit here. The Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master looked at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian walked over and sat beside him. I didn't let you come here previously because I was waiting for you to advance to the Heavenly Tao realm. It's not that I don't trust you, but once you reach the Heavenly Tao realm, there are many things and matters that you can take over. Now, the time has come. Lin Xian nodded. Come, everyone, raise your cups. Then, they raised their cups and downed it in one gulp. Lin Xian, let me introduce everyone to you. After a long introduction, Lin Xian remembered almost all of them in his heart. They were all core members of the Evil Divine Palace. Greetings, seniors. Hey, Your Excellency, you're too polite. An elder hurriedly said. Saint. The Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master smiled and said, Yes, you are the future Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master. That means you are the saint. Lin Xian shrugged and said, I'm not interested in being the Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master. Everyone paused. Ha ha ha. The Evil Divine Palace's Hall Master laughed out loud. I knew it. This kid is different from the rest. Ha ha ha. That's right. He's not after power, money, fame, or benefits. It's truly rare. This makes me admire him even more. Now, Lin Xian was actually suspecting something. That was this the real Evil Divine Palace's main hall, or was it fake? Was it a show they were putting on? Lin Xian couldn't be sure, but he felt that it was likely real. After all, he had eaten a poison pill. They wouldn't be so vigilant, right? Chapter 1799. The Hall Master of the Evil Fiend Shrine looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian, I know that you like freedom, but in my opinion, no one is more suitable than you to take over the Evil Fiend Shrine. The Hall Master of the Evil Fiend Shrine looked at Lin Xian and said, Hall Master, you flatter me. Although I admit that I'm not bad, I'm definitely not at the top. Furthermore, I'm not the most suitable person for the Master of the Evil Fiend Shrine. Moreover, I don't like this kind of life. The Evil Fiend Hall Master smiled and said, It doesn't matter. Since you don't want to do it now, I won't force you to do it now. If you don't want to do it now, I'll sit on the seat of the Evil Fiend Hall Master for now. I'll give you 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years. When you want to sit on it one day, I'll let you sit on it. Lin Xian nodded. Thank you for your understanding, Hall Master. Ha ha ha, you're just a child. Of course, I can understand your playful heart. It's fine. Lin Xian knew that it was impossible for the Hall Master of the Evil Fiend Shrine to hand over the Evil Fiend Shrine to him in a short period of time. Everything was just an excuse. Lin Xian, what I want to tell you next is about the Dragon Vein in Linen City. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I knew about this a year ago, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. The Evil Fiend Shrine wants to move over. What do you think? Lin Xian, it doesn't matter. Good. Straightforward, but we hope to get a large enough territory in Linen City. Lin Xian shook his head. I'm afraid that won't do. Why? Lin Xian, it's no secret that Lin and City belongs to the Art Xian group now. But now, if you go over and make one of the areas yours, it might not be a big deal in the eyes of others, but in the eyes of some of the more powerful people, they will definitely be able to see some clues. Whatever the Evil Fiend Temple wants to do, I'll just help them do it. There's no need for anything else. Also, Hall Master, don't forget that someone else is in control of the Art Xian group now. That's easy. Remove them and let the people from the Evil Fiend Hall sit. Lin Xian smiled and said, It's not that I'm looking down on the Evil Fiend Hall, but they really don't have that ability. Ha ha ha. The Evil Fiend Hall Master laughed. Then the second method is to make them members of my Evil Fiend Hall. Lin Xian smiled and said, I don't want to. Ha ha ha. The Evil Fiend Hall Master chuckled. On the contrary, the more Lin Xian acted like this, the more he was at ease with Lin Xian. Tell me, if Lin Xian had obeyed them in everything, they would have been suspicious instead. All right, let's not talk about this for now. Come, drink. Then, they downed the wine in one gulp. It's like this. Other than the matter I just told you, there's another matter. In 7 days, there will be a more important meeting here. This meeting concerns the direction of the Evil Fiend Hall for the next few decades. As for you, right now, your authority in the Evil Fiend Hall is second only to mine. I need to tell you this. Lin Xian nodded. I will explain some things about the Evil Fiend Hall to you later. After all, Lin Xian had eaten the poison pill, and he believed that Lin Xian would not go against them. All right, I understand, but I still have to say the same thing. I don't care what the Evil Fiend Hall wants to do. In any case, I will not go against the interests of the human clan. Lin Xian said. Don't worry, I have been paying attention to this. Lin Xian was a little confused. What exactly did he, Lin Xian, do to attract the attention of the Evil Fiend Hall? If you were talking about strength, then he was indeed not at the top, and he did not have any background. Could it be that it was just for the money of the Ye Xian group? Lin Xian felt that it couldn't be so simple. You need to attend the meeting in 7 days. At that time, the other hall masters will also come. At the same time, we will also discuss the details of our move to Lin and City. What do you think? Lin Xian nodded. No problem. Good. Come drink. After that, Lin Xian left the Evil Fiend Hall. Hall Master, do you think he will betray us? An old man asked. What? Do you think he doesn't value his own life? That he doesn't value his woman's life? Don't worry. The poison pill is in their bodies. Even a heavenly Tao Realm 7-star like them can't do anything about it. Furthermore, this Lin Xian's attitude proves that he is safe. But I just don't understand. Why does this position have to be taken by Lin Xian? I feel that there are many people more suitable than him. The hall master pondered and said, yes, there are many people with better talent than him, but firstly, it's difficult to succeed. Secondly, do you really think those people are more talented than this Lin Xian? Hall Master, what do you think? This Lin Xian only began cultivating 3 years ago. 3 years ago, this Lin Xian was a trash who was unable to cultivate and had not awakened a system. But in just 3 years, he went from trash to a heavenly Tao Realm 2-star. Tell me, why do you think I think so highly of him? This. Don't look at the present. Look at the past and the future. Lin Xian came to Murong Feng's side. Ha ha ha, Lin Xian, in a year, your team has all advanced to the heavenly Tao realm. Not bad. Not bad at all. Murong Feng smiled as he poured a cup of tea for Lin Xian. Lin Xian smiled and scratched his head. That's because everyone is very strong to begin with. Don't be humble. Regarding your trip, little you has already told me. Not bad, I'm very satisfied. The more Murong Feng looked at Lin Xian, the more he liked him. Oh, right, Uncle Murong. Oh. Lin Xian then told Murong Feng about the matter with the Evil Fiend Temple. Is what you said true? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, it's true. That's great. That's great. However, Lin Xian said. But I can't be sure if they are testing me or... Testing is impossible. How about this? I'll send people to keep an eye on them. If this matter succeeds, then the Evil Fiend Temple will be completely removed from this continent. They were waiting for Lin Xian to enter the Evil Fiend Temple's main temple and eliminate it. The Evil Fiend Temple's main temple was the true Evil Fiend Temple. The others were not worth mentioning. The threat they posed to the human race was not that great. Now, the human race and the fiend race are already rubbing their hands in preparation for war. If we can eliminate this internal threat, the evil fiend temple, it will indeed be a lot easier. Lin Xian, if this matter succeeds, you will have done a great service. You're tuning in to the Narrate and Escape YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.